Serving 26 schools across more than 500 square miles, Pulaski County Special School District is one of the largest school districts in the state of Arkansas. Our district strives to help each student discover his or her full potential while preparing students for life and cultivating future leaders. PCSSD continues to strengthen the relationship between its public schools and the community. Our district is committed to creating a nationally recognized school district that assures that all students achieve at their maximum potential through collaborative, supportive, and continuous efforts of all stakeholders. The schools participating in this football game are members of the Arkansas Activities Association as authorized by their school board. The administrators of these schools have helped to write the rules and regulations that govern participation of students in competitive activities for the schools that are members of the AAA. The Arkansas Activities Association, which is sponsoring this football game, is a voluntary, nonprofit educational association of some 500 junior and senior public and private high schools of Arkansas. The regulations which guide these events are adopted by the schools themselves and determine the type of program they believe to be most desirable for high school youth. The Arkansas Activities Association is one of 50 state organizations that belong to the National Federation of High School Associations. This association formulates policies, game rules, and standards for inter-school competition. The schools of Arkansas have adopted these rules on eligibility which correspond to those recommended by the National Federation. The Arkansas Activities Association recognizes that athletes represent more than themselves in athletic competition. They represent their team, their fellow students, their teachers, and the community. Athletes who display good sportsmanship reflect high moral standards.
Welcome, football fans, to Sylvan Hills Bears football on the PCSSD Sports Network, brought to you by Natural State Sports. My name is Jake Hall. I'm going to take a minute to introduce our team tonight. In the booth tonight is myself, Jake Hall, and my broadcast partner, Dylan Davis. I know we are both excited to call another Bears conference game tonight. Continuing with our team on production, we have Will Watkins, and on our main camera tonight will be Valerie Haley, and on the field cam will be Patrick Haley. Couldn't ask for a better crew to keep these games going week in and week out. And I want to thank you guys for joining our pregame show, where we will be previewing our PCSSD game of the week between Sylvan Hills Bears and the Sheridan Hornets. Yellow Jackets. We will also be taking a look at the other matchups on the PCSSD Sports Network and big games going on throughout the state. Let's go ahead and start with our preview for this matchup tonight between the Sylvan Hills Bears and the Sheridan Yellow Jackets. Starting with Sylvan Hills. Sylvan Hills is looking to get it put together this season and get their first win tonight against Sheridan. They have started off conference play 0-3, losing to West Memphis 35-16 last week in a really tough matchup, and they have turned the ball over 9 times in the past 4 games, which is just not the equation for success. This is a surprising start, though, with the weapons they have on the offensive side of the ball, who continue to have great games week in and week out. Starting with Cleo Penn, who ran it 7 times for 71 yards in last week's loss to West Memphis. He has been their speedy option around the edge that has really helped them spread opposing defenses. Titus Stout, who backs up Dylan Harris to the majority of the carries, took the majority of the carries last week, running it 18 times for 86 yards. They also have a talented QB, Gavin Tyner. Tyner ran the ball for 31 yards last week and also threw for a touchdown. First touchdown we've seen through the air from the Bears in about 2 weeks, so it's a good thing to see that. We only saw him throw the ball twice, though, last week, so I'm anxious to see if they try to air it out a little more with some play action this game. Their defense, on the other hand, is still lacking cohesiveness. They have a talented defensive line that has been a setback by some talented opposing offensive lines and running backs. With the younger defensive secondary getting some experience, though, these past 4 games, I think Coach Hill is looking to get them back on track. All in all, the Bears have a good squad, and they have a chance to get their first win tonight against Sheridan. Sheridan, who's ranked 12th in the 6A conference by Hootens and has a 2-2 record, is looking to get another win after shutting out Jacksonville 49-0 in their first shutout in about 5 years. QB Jared Ashley got to pay dirt twice last week. Unfortunately, he might be a little too banged up to get the start this week, and in that case, we will be seeing Dylan Brady as their starting quarterback. On defense, they return their top tackler, Jake Smith. Jake Smith had 63 tackles and 7.5 tackles for loss last fall. Coach Larry McBroom says he is still the leader of the defense. And he looks to him for a lot of leadership on that side of the ball. So we know he is just a big force when it comes to their defensive scheme. Hootens has picked Sheridan to win this matchup. So it's going to be a good game tonight. I'm hoping that the Bears can pull this one out. We're going to take a quick break, and when we get back, we'll take a look at our other PCSSD Sports Network matchups, as well as our Natural State Sports game to watch. Welcome back, Bears fans. Let's take a look at our other PCSSD Sports Network matchups tonight. Let's start off with the Maumelle Mills game. Maumelle's ranked 21st in 5A, and Mills is ranked 7th. That should be a really good matchup. Both are PCSSD Sports Networks for us. Maumelle's only 2.5 games behind Mills, who is in first place of the 5A Central. Maumelle recovered an onside kick on their opening play last week versus Pine Bluff, but failed to capitalize deep in Zebra's territory, and the Hornets and the Hornets, with 4 subsequent turnovers, never scored in a 26-0 setback. Hornets senior quarterback Weston Pierce was injured in the first half and didn't return. That is very unfortunate because we know he is a huge part of their offense.
Yeah, you can say pretty definitely that last week was the worst week of the season so far for Maumelle. Not only do you get shut out, but you potentially lose starting quarterback Weston Pierce. We're not sure on his status for this week, but hopefully he's able to get out there and give his team a boost.
Absolutely. Mills totaled 436 yards in last week's 34-32 come-from-behind victory at Whitehall. The Comets trailed 19-0 in the second quarter, but senior wide receiver Anton Pierce made an interception on the defensive side of the ball, and he received a touchdown catch a few plays later that sparked a rally. Junior quarterback Achilles Ringo threw 4 touchdowns, 2 to Pierce and 2 to senior QJ King. Hootens has picked Mills to win this matchup, which is very surprising. I don't think Mills was picked to do very highly or go very highly in the standings at the beginning of the season, but they've certainly shocked a lot of people around the state.
Yeah, Mills is off to a phenomenal start this season. I do think they win that game tonight, and if they can, be disciplined and avoid penalties, I think they could maybe win it by a couple of scores. They've just got playmakers all over the field on offense, and Achilles Ringo has really done a nice job this season distributing the ball to those playmakers and letting them score touchdowns.
Absolutely. Now on to Valonia at Joe T. Robinson. Joe T. comes into this matchup ranked second in 5A and with a 3-1 overall record. Valonia is ranked 18th in 5A by Hootens and has a 1-3 record on the season. Valonia didn't play last week, and 2 weeks ago, the Eagles notched their first victory 30-12 over Pine Bluff. Valonia senior Jack Vines leads the Eagles with 139 yards receiving per game. Joe T. Robinson has won conference games over Morrilton and Watson Chapel by a combined 116-34, which is just a huge margin. Sophomore QB Quentin Murphy Jr. has thrown 9 touchdowns this season, including 4 in the first half of last week's game at Watson Chapel. Hootens picks Joe T. Robinson to win this matchup. I'm not sure what the spread would be on this matchup, but I know this is probably their toughest matchup since week 1 of the season for Joe T. Robinson.
Yeah, I think this is probably their biggest test outside of maybe that PA game, but look for star quarterback Quentin Murphy to lead that team tonight and hopefully to a win for the Robinson Senators. He's just off to a great start for his team and the Senators, and we'll see if they can't pull out a win tonight.
Their season last year was very successful, and they seem to be on the same track to do. They seem to be on the path to do the same thing this year. Let's go ahead and talk about our Natural State Sports game to watch across the state this week. Man, my pick, personally, was North Little Rock at Conway. North Little Rock might not have the best record going into this game, but that does not mean much to Conway coach Keith Fimple. It's a heavyweight battle between the two great games, he said. North Little Rock is 2-2, leans heavily on its defense, yielding 22 points per game. And Coach Randy Sandifer says he loves the way that the defense is playing. Going into the 5th game of the year, our defense has really stepped it up. The Charging Wildcats are led by linebacker Dakari Davis, and he's just a huge leader for them as like I said earlier, they lean on that defense for a lot of backbone when it comes to their games. Conway has one of the state's most explosive offenses, led by the 1-2 punch of QB Donovan Omolo and running back Jamarian Boogie Carr. Omolo has passed for over 1,000 yards and 12 TDs, while Carr has rushed for 455 yards and 5 TDs already this season. So that should be a huge matchup, especially Conway being number 2 in the state and North Little Rock looking to knock them off and move off in the rankings themselves.
Yeah, that should be a very good game in the 7A there between North Little Rock and Conway.
Let's go ahead. Let's take a break because we will be tuning into the national anthem. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back after this. Welcome back, Bears fans, to our pregame show. I want to give a quick shout out to that Sylvan Hills Bears band over there. They knocked it out of the park with the national anthem, and they knock it out of the park every week, to be honest with you. Well, let's just go ahead and run over some standings across the state. In the 6A East, in the first place is going to be the Catholic Rockets. The second place is going to be the West Memphis Blue Devils. The third place is going to be the Marion Patriots. Fourth place will be the Benton Panthers. Fifth place will be the Sheridan Yellow Jackets, who are here tonight to face the Sylvan Hills Bears. In sixth place, we have the Searcy Lions. In the seventh place, you have El Dorado Wildcats. In the eighth place, you have the Greene County Tech Golden Eagles. In the eighth place, you have the Jacksonville Titans. And in ninth place, you have the Sylvan Hills Bears. Those last three schools are tied for last with an 0-3 record, as the Sylvan Hills Bears look to make a change with that one tonight. In the 6A West, we're going to head start at the top with Lake Hamilton Wolves. Lake Hamilton has been off to a hot start this year, I know, and they looked very determined to make a stand in the 6A West. In second place, you have the Greenwood Bulldogs. In third place, you have the Pulaski Academy Bruins. In fourth place, you have the Greenbrier Panthers. And in fifth place, you have the Van Buren Pointers. In sixth place, you have the Little Rock Christian Warriors. Seventh place, you have Russellville Cyclones. Eighth place, you have Siloam Springs Panthers. And ninth place, you have Mountain Home Bombers. The Bombers and the Panthers are both tied for last with an 0-3 record.
Yeah, very important conference game here tonight in the 6A East. If Sylvan Hills wants to turn their season around, it's got to start here tonight with the win here against the Sheridan Yellow Jackets. They're two teams that are looking to climb their way up to 6A East standings, and a win here will go a long way for both sides.
Absolutely. I know both these teams are coming into this matchup very determined to get a win, as it is homecoming here tonight for Sylvan Hills. They have a little bit of extra motivation to get this win tonight. Let's go ahead and start with our other PCSSD division with the 5A Central. You have the Mills Comets in first place, Robinson Senators in second place, Pine Bluff Zebras in third place, BB Badgers in fourth place, Bologna Eagles in sixth place, Morrilton Devil Dogs in seventh place, Whitehall Bulldogs in eighth place, Maumelle Hornets in ninth place, and the Watson Chapel Wildcats in 10th place. And as we all know, Bologna is taking on the Senators tonight, and they are only a game behind the Senators in the standings. So that should be a very good matchup tonight, as well as the Mills, as well as Maumelle at Mills tonight.
Yeah, you look at the 5A Central, you got 2 Natural State Sports Networks teams at the top dog there between Mills and Robinson. That ought to be an exciting season in the 5A Central, just the battle between those 2 teams for the top spot.
Absolutely. Whichever week they go head-to-head, I definitely want to be paying attention to that game because it will be a doozy.
Yeah, just 2 high-flying offenses. It ought to be a very exciting football game, that's for sure.
Mills has got a lot of talent on the offensive side of the ball. They've got and on the defensive side of the ball. They have a lot of D1 athletes, and they are shocking some teams starting out the season so far. Let's go ahead and move on to the 5A West. In first place, you have the Alma Airedales. Second place, you have the Shiloh Christian Saints. Third place, you have Prairie Grove Tigers. In fourth place, you have the Harrison Goblins. In fifth place, you have the Dardanelle Sand Lizards. In sixth place, you have the Pea Ridge Blackhawks. In seventh place, you have the Farmington Cardinals. And in eighth place, you have the Clarksville Panthers. Moving on to the 5A South, you have at the top, you have the Magnolia Panthers. In second place, you have Camden Fairview Cardinals. In third place, you have the Parkview Patriots. In fourth place, you have the Hope Bobcats. In fifth place, you have Hot Springs Trojans. In sixth place, you have the Texarkana Razorbacks. In seventh place, you have the Lakeside Rams. And then in eighth place, you have the Queen Leopards. Then moving on to 5A East. Leading the 5A East is the Southside Southerners. In second place, you have the Wynn Yellow Jackets. In third place, you have the Valley View Blazers. In fourth place, you have the Batesville Pioneers. In fifth place, you have the Nettleton Raiders. In sixth place, you have the Paragould Rams. In seventh place, you have the Brooklyn Bearcats. And then in eighth place, you have Forest City Mustangs. Let's go ahead and tune in to our coin flip tonight to see who's going to be receiving this ball to start the game.
Number 25, Stephen Scales, along with number 53, Ron Smith.
Captains for the Bears tonight are 25, Stephen Scales, and 53, Ron Smith.
Send him right back out, all right?
Yes, sir.
All right. That is Pitt. That is Taylor. Y'all the visiting team, what are you going to call it? We're going to go Taylor. We're going to go Taylor. Here we go. Get his tails. You have won the toss, and you want to defer. All right, so you're going to receive Ricky. Your coach said you wanted to kick to the clock. So, gentlemen, Sheridan over here, Sylvan Hills over there. Sylvan Hills. Sheridan has deferred.
Sheridan has won the toss and elected to defer to the second half. To start
Sheridan has won the toss and elects to defer to the second half, so that means our Bears will be receiving to start this game tonight. And honestly, I'm pretty sure that's what Chris Hill would like to do, is he just wants to eat up that clock in this first half, get the ball running, get the offense going, and start this homecoming game out with a bang.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, the record says this is an 0-4 football team. I think anybody that has watched them play, you know they haven't played their best football yet. They're better than an 0-4 football team. There's no better way to come out and start this homecoming game out than getting the ball, taking it down with a touchdown drive to get your team some momentum, get them to start believing that they can come out here and win this game and get that momentum going early.
Absolutely. That's really the backbone of their team. And here come the Bears. That's really just the backbone of their team. Their defense is struggling right now, so you got to lean on that offense. They are putting up numbers on the ground, game in and game out. Like, nobody has been able to stop them on the ground thus far. So you just have to lean on them for your momentum and just leading you this for the rest of the season. Yeah,
I mean, this is a team that beats themselves, and they beat themselves hard, right? If they can come into this football game, take care of the football, you've got to win the turnover battle. And you got to limit the penalties, especially the pre-snap penalties. Those are just drive killers, and this is a football team who can't really afford negative plays. You've got to always be getting some number of yards in this offense to stay in front of the sticks and keep the opposing offense off the field.
Absolutely. They've been struggling with those pre-snap penalties all season. I'm hoping that Chris Hill can get that taken care of and really put those away, and so this offense can get on the ground and get moving.
And it really hurts what they want to do on offense. So they're wanting to have long, sustained drives, drain the clock, limit the opposing team's time of possession. But pre-snap penalties not only are you losing 5 yards, but it's going to stop the clock. So I mean, you might as well be out here throwing the ball left and right if you're going to be having a bunch of pre-snap penalties. So it's just important for this Bears offense to play discipline tonight, take care of the football, and just ultimately play hard. You got to know that you're better than an 0-4 football team, and come out here and put one in the win column tonight for the homecoming fans.
Absolutely. It's time for our kickoff of this conference game between the Sylvan Hills Bears and the Sheridan Yellow Jackets. I know I'm pumped for this matchup. It's a homecoming battle for the Sylvan Hills Bears, and it's brought to you by the PCSSD Sports Network, who is also brought to you by the Natural State Sports. If you're watching us on YouTube, if you're watching us here live on YouTube on the Sylvan Hills Sports Network, go ahead and give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for us, as it really helps us out. Go ahead and tune into our other networks across the state with the Joe T. Robinson Sports Network and the Maumelle Sports Network and the Mills Sports Network, and do the same. We'd really appreciate it. So I'm just happy you guys have tuned in here tonight, and let's get this game underway.
I don't know. Don't feel much wind, but definitely blew the ball over on that one.
Sheridan with the kick. It's picked up at midfield. Breaks a couple tackles and finally falls down at about the 42-yard line.
Pretty nice return on the pooch kick. You're going to get the ball, on the 42-yard line right here. You can't ask for much better starting field position as an offense. Let's see, if Gavin Tyner can take this team out here and lead them down for an opening drive touchdown.
If you're going to have somebody catching that ball in the midfield, Pete Overton is one of the guys I would want catching it right there. All right, Tyner under center. Takes the snap. Hands it back to Dylan Harris on the left side, who breaks a couple tackles and falls forward at about the 50-yard line for about an 8-yard gain right there.
Huge hole on first down for Dylan Harris. Just what you want to see. That's got to be a good sign out of this offense early. Positive 8-yard gain to start this series off here.
We really missed Dylan Harris in the backfield last week, as Titus Stout was taking most of the carries, and he did a fantastic job. But Dylan Harris has this rumble and bumble about him that Titus is just missing. Harris takes the snap up the middle, falls forward after about a 5-yard gain, and that's going to be a first down for the Bears. That first down is brought to you by the Medicine Shop, and Chris Hill is happy to see a good clean first set of downs go right by this offense.
Yeah, the first down on a drive is the most important. Your odds of scoring a touchdown after picking up that first down is they skyrocket. So that's an important first couple of plays there for the Bears.
Absolutely. Tyner takes the snap, hands it to Harris up the middle again, who breaks a couple tackles, still going, carrying a couple of defenders, finally gets brought down at about the 28-yard line after about a 10-yard gain. That Medicine Shop first down. And that's first down for the Bears is brought to you by the Medicine Shop.
It's been the Dylan Harris show here early on, huh?
If it's working, why take it out of his hands? Just keep feeding him.
That's right. Run it until they stop it.
Tyner takes the snap. Hands it off to Harris once again on the left side, who breaks a couple tackles, gets about 5 yards before he's stood up by a host of Yellow Jacket defenders right there, and he gets stood up after about a 4-yard gain.
Yeah, nice positive gain there for the Bears. If they're able to get, that nice 4 to 5 yard gain on first down, that could be huge for them tonight. It just opens up everything else in the offense if they're able to execute on the dive play.
That's going to bring up a 2nd and 6 for the Bears here at about the 26-yard line. Tyner takes the snap, pitches it back to the right side to Cleo Penn on the right side, who breaks a couple tackles, still moving. Finally gets taken down at about the 7-yard line, falls forward to about the 6. That was a great job by Cleo. I thought he was going to get taken down, and he somehow wiggled his way through a bunch of defenders right there.
Yeah, just and another incredible run by Cleo Penn. They get him out in space, and he shoots through the hole and makes a couple of men miss here. A nice spin move. And is hit pretty hard at the end of that run, but nonetheless, a huge game for the Bears.
Takes the snap, hands it off to Harris up the middle, still carrying defenders, and that's going to be a touchdown Bears. Touchdown Bears. Dylan Harris up the middle for about a 6-yard run for that score.
Boom. That's just what you needed right here if you're the Sylvan Hills Bears. Come out here on homecoming. You get the football first. You take the ball right down the field, score a touchdown. We'll see if we can get this all-important extra point and take a 7-0 lead over the Sheridan Yellow Jackets.
That touchdown is brought to you by Dio Vanucci with Cornerstone Home Lending. And to attempt this kick is Rivera. Rivera up, and it is good. That's going to make this ball game 7-0 Bears with 9 minutes and 12 seconds left in this first quarter. Talk about setting the tone for the Bears. This is the first time this year, I think, that I've seen them come out and set the tone. Honestly, probably since their first game of the year, they've come out, set the tone early, and now they're going to leave it up to this defense to come out here and continue the momentum for them.
Yeah, that was a very crisp first drive right there from the Bears. You didn't see any penalties, no penalties on that drive. No one put the ball on the ground. The exchanges were clean. The blocking was very good on that drive. Looking for more of that out of the Bears here tonight.
Chris Hill has to be pleased seeing that first drive after that first drive last week, how that turned out. They've really made some improvements, and they look to be all together here tonight.
Yeah, let's see if the defense can come out here and keep the momentum going.
Gonzalez with the kick, and he kicks it deep all the way back into the end zone for a touchback. That was a great kick by Gonzalez.
Yeah, that's almost invaluable to have on your team, a guy that can put the ball in the end zone every time on the kickoff. It's just nice not having to worry about covering those returns.
Absolutely. Special teams is such a big part that I think people forget about. So if you can get in the end zone and not have to depend on that kickoff coverage, it really, really helps you out, honestly, game in and game out. Jarrett Atchley out there takes the snap, hands it off to the running back up the middle, who gets about a 9-yard gain right there after getting tripped up 5 yards past the line of scrimmage. He fell forward for about a 9-yard gain, and that's going to bring him about a 2nd and 2.
Yeah, I believe that's Pete Overton came up and made the stop finally. That's too much on first down if you're this Bears defense.
Absolutely. Ashley takes a snap, keeps himself on the right side. He's met behind the line of scrimmage by a host of Bears defenders, and he gets taken down. A group of Bears defenders right there takes him down, and that's exactly what you want to see if you're Chris Hill. This defense is moving all as one and gang tackling.
Yeah, they look fired up here early. A big third down early on in this game. 3rd and short for the Yellow Jackets. Let's see if this Bears defense can stand up and maybe get off the field, get this ball back to their offense here.
Ashley takes the snap, hands it off up the middle. He's met at the line of scrimmage. I don't think he got that right there. I don't think he got it. It was 3rd and short, and I don't know if he got the 2 yards needed.
They're going to give it to him, it looks like. Just enough.
They're going to go ahead and give him that first down right there, and that first down's brought to you by the Medicine Shop. Ball's at about the 31-yard line now. Ashley back for the snap. Ashley takes the snap, looking left for a pass. Throws to a quick out route to his wide receiver, who gets pushed out of bounds after about a 10-yard gain right there. My mistake, a 15-yard gain right there, and that's going to put the ball at about the 46-yard line, and that's going to be another medicine shot first down for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, first time we've seen the backup quarterback for the Yellow Jackets throw it, and he didn't look too bad coming out of his hand on that one. We'll see how conservative they are with the new quarterback.
Actually takes the snap, pitches it to the right side to number 19. 19 has a bunch of room off the right side. He's still going after finally getting tripped up, but he's still going, breaking tackles all the way up to about the 20-yard line right there. That was just a huge gain by their running back. That right side was wide open, and the Bears were not expecting a pitch right there.
Yeah, overloaded that right side. Just a numbers game. They have more blockers than Sylvan Hills had defenders on that one, and nobody misses a block. And there's a nice play right there by number 19 to get up the sideline.
Actually takes the snap, fakes the handoff, and keeps it himself on the right side. He's going to take it upfield, and he's going to get all the way up to about the 5-yard line. And that's going to be another medicine shot first down for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, same story here. Just off that right side again. Quarterback keeper giving you an extra blocker, and huge hole for the quarterback, and he shows some speed and picks up a nice gain. Looks like they marked him down around the 10.
Takes the snap, keeps himself again on the right side. This time he's met at about the line of scrimmage, and he falls forward for about a 2-yard gain right there.
See, Sheridan can pick up a first down without scoring a touchdown here, but not by much.
About a 4-yard gain right there, so it's going to be 2nd and 6. Actually takes the snap, hands it off in the backfield, and he goes up the left side, but he's brought down 3 yards past the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Sheridan's been going pretty quick on this drive.
That's going to bring up a 3rd and 2 here. 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2 at about the 7-yard line. Not far to go right here. Let's see if Sylvan Hills can't make a stop on 3rd down.
Yeah, this has been a pretty impressive first drive from the Yellow Jackets. Let's see if the Bears defense can bow their necks and get a stop here.
And he is in for the touchdown. Actually keeps it himself and gets in for a touchdown. That touchdown is brought to you by Dio Vanucci, Cornerstone Home Lending.
Very athletic quarterback Sheridan's got there. He's going to be tough to stop here tonight. We'll see what the Bears can do about it after that first touchdown drive.
The PAT is up, and it is good. And that's going to tie our ball game 7-7 with 6 minutes and 9 seconds left in this first quarter.
Back deep for Bears is number 3, Billings, along with number 41, Leo Penn.
See if Sheridan will give Cleo Penn a chance on this one. I think we're going to see the pooch kick again, though.
Cleo Penn and Colin Billings back to receive this ball. Sheridan goes ahead and kicks it, but it looks like it's going to be deep enough for Billings to make the catch. He touches it, but it goes out of bounds. I'm not sure if he touched it or not, but it's going to go out of bounds, and the flag comes out, and they will be starting their drive, their offensive series on the 35-yard line.
Yeah, nice break there for the Bears for that ball to bounce out of bounds, and going to get again good starting field position on this drive. See if they can do anything with it.
Well, it looks like the Bears will set up shop from 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Tyner under center. Takes the snap. Pitches it back to Joseph Thompson on the left side. Joseph Thompson cuts it up the left side. He's got a bunch of room all the way up to the 50, to the 45, and finally gets pushed out of bounds after about a 20-yard gain right there. That was a great game by Joseph Thompson. He was running the left side, gets cut off, cuts it up, and his speed did the rest. Gets a good 20-yard gain out of that, and that's going to be a medicine shot first down for the Bears.
Yeah, had a whole caravan of blockers in front of him on that one. Just a great play from everyone on the Bears offense. He went untouched for about 20 yards there down the sideline and finally got pushed out of bounds. But just a great play to start this drive.
Tyner under center. Takes the snap. Hands it off to up the middle to Harris all the way up to about the 35-yard line. That's a good gain, and that's going to be another medicine shot first down for the Bears.
And that's what we've seen from this offense in spurts this season. You know, when they can put it together, when they can be disciplined and on time, they can rip off some pretty big runs, run after run after run. And, if they're able to stay out of trouble in terms of turnovers and penalties, that will really wear on this Sheridan defense.
That's my mistake. That was Tyler Donald. Nazir Laughlin with the run right there. He's taking the spot of Dylan Harris in the backfield, and he gets a good 5-6 yard gain right there.
If I'm not mistaken, that's the first time we've seen Mr. Lofton in that position.
I believe it is the first time we've seen him.
He's an impressive-looking athlete in that backfield, though. We'll see.
He's very speedy.
See what kind of juice he's
Tyner
got.
takes the snap, hands it off to Laughlin, who gets about 4 yards right there. My mistake, about 3 yards, falls forward, and that's going to bring up a 3rd and short now.
Big 3rd down here for the Bears. You're, maybe in 4-down territory if you don't pick this up. It's up kind of right on the edge of field goal range. We'll see what happens here on 3rd down. We'd rather just pick it up here and don't make the decision too difficult.
With the way Sheridan... Tyner keeps it himself up the middle. He's definitely going to have enough for that first down. Forward progress is going to mark him good, and that's going to be another medicine shot first down for the Bears. I was going to say with the way Sheridan scored on that last drive, I think I might go for it because it looks like it's going to be a high-scoring game tonight.
Yeah, definitely can't be wasting any drives based on how good Sheridan looked on their first drive. Got to score touchdowns.
Tyner under center, takes a snap, pitches it back to Joseph Thompson on the left side. Thompson again cuts it up, and he's speedy all the way up to the 5-yard line. Falls forward. I thought he was going to be in right there, but he falls forward at about the 4-yard line. The ball came out, but they're going to say he was down before the ball came out.
Yeah, not sure what happened on the end of that one to cause the fumble, but man, he when he puts that foot in the ground and gets north and south, he looks incredibly fast and just runs away from people, just gets snagged here at the last second before going into the end zone.
I'm not sure what it is, but those legs of his, when they get moving, he just looks like he's going 1,000 miles an hour. Dylan Harris is back in the ball game, and it gets handed off to him, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown. Bears touchdown by Dylan Harris, his second one of the night, and that's going to be a great touchdown for the Bears. That it's brought to you by Dio Vanucci with Cornerstone Home Lending.
Bears are looking great to start this game. 2 for 2 on your drives. You can't say enough about how the offense has come out and executed to start this football game. We'll see if they can convert this PAT and take a 7-point lead in this one.
Rivera on to attempt the PAT, and it is up, and it is good. That's going to make our score 14-7 Bears with 3 minutes and 43 seconds left to go in this first quarter. The Bears are just off to a hot start tonight offensively, and it looks like they are going to have to continue that unless this defense can come out here and make a stop.
Yeah, 21 points already scored in this first quarter, shaping up to be a high-scoring football game. We'll see what Sheridan does with their second drive, but man, again, I can't say enough about how the offense has come out and executed. And they're ripping off 10, 15, 20-yard runs and just really look crisp and look like they're playing a very motivated brand of football here tonight.
I think I've seen one flag thrown all game, and it was when the ball was kicked out of bounds. So it is a clean game being played by both sides tonight, which we love to see that because nobody likes to see a ref show, that's for sure. On to attempt this kickoff is Gonzalez. Gonzalez has just got a huge leg, so let's see if he can get it in the end zone once again. The ball is up and it's deep, and it gets caught at the 1 yard line. He's going to take it out up to the middle, and he finally gets taken down by Patrick Alcindor. Alcindor with a good open field tackle right there, and that's going to start this Yellow Jacket drive at about the 21 yard line.
Yeah, great coverage right there on that one. I thought he was going to let it go in the end zone, but he catches it at the last second. But the Bears have good coverage on that one and tackle him before he's able to get back to that 25 yard line. You know, Sheridan, they went 75 yards on their first drive, so we'll see if, you know, this Bears defense can stop them on this one and maybe get this ball back to your offense with a chance to go up by a couple of scores.
Ashley back to take the snap, takes the snap, fakes a pass, keeps it himself on the right side. He's speedy, and he gets all the way up. Gets all the way up to about the 30 yard line right there for a 9 yard gain. He faked that pass, and he was off to the races right there. He's big, but he is quick. That is for sure.
Yeah, he's got good size, but he is pretty quick, like you said. It looks like he is going to be a problem to stop here early on tonight.
That's going to bring up a 2nd and 1 for the Yellow Jackets. Ashley takes the snap, hands it off to his running back, who gets taken down behind the line of scrimmage by Jaden Foster. Yes, sir. Jaden Foster with a quick snag on the shoulder pads right there, and it pulls down that running back. And that's going to leave it still at 3rd and 1 now. Ashley under center, keeps it himself, and he gets pushed back. I don't think he got it. Oh, he did. He got it, and he somehow came out of a pile of guys right there. But he's getting gets hawked down by Patrick Alcindor. Alcindor and Overton right there to make a great touchdown-saving tackle. You know, they stood him up right there, and I think everybody was waiting on the whistle, and that whistle didn't get blown. And sure enough, that quarterback, Ashley, just keeps pushing his legs forward and manages to get a huge gain on that play.
Yeah, that's why you always play through the whistle. I still, even on the replay, couldn't see how he squirted out of that pile, but nonetheless, that it turns into a huge gain for the Yellow Jackets, and they're going to be set up 1st and 10 from about the 22 yard line.
And that's going to be a medicine shot first down for the Yellow Jackets. Takes the snap, hands it off up the middle, and he gets hit at the line of scrimmage for about but he ends up falling forward for about a 1 yard gain right there, and that's going to bring up a 2nd and 9.
Good play there on first down from the Bears defense.
That's exactly what you want to see for sure. You need to stand these guys up, put them in a 3rd and long situation, and see how they fare.
Yeah, got to win on first down.
Ashley takes the snap, rolling left, looking to pass, but he gets taken down by Dylan Harris. Dylan Harris with a huge sack. I'm not sure if it was supposed to be a pass. Ashley was looking to pass right there when he looked like he was about to take it himself, but he had no time to decide because Dylan Harris was all up in his grill.
Yeah, what a hit right there from Dylan Harris. Sheds his blocker and just makes the play. And, comes off that blocker with bad intentions and makes a nice hit right here on the quarterback.
Just a great hit by Dylan Harris. And that's going to be a loss at 2 now and puts them in that exact situation we said they needed to be in, a 3rd and long situation. Let's see if the Bears can stop them. Ashley takes the snap, looking to pass over the middle, and it's incomplete. He overthrew the receiver by just a hair, and he was not able to come up with it, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. It's going to bring up a 4th down for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, man, he had his man on that one and just throws that one into the dirt. Really poor pass right there. Actually kind of rushed it. But lucky for the Bears, that one falls incomplete, and it's going to be 4th and long. Looks like the Yellow Jackets are going to send on the field goal unit.
Yes, they are. They are sending out this field goal unit. The ball's at about the 22 yard line, so it's going to be about a 32 yard kick. Sheridan's going to go ahead and take a timeout with 59 seconds left to go in this first quarter. Want to go ahead and ask you guys to join us at half for the Eagles halftime show, where we will be recapping the first half of this ball game, as well as going over our PCSSD scores around the state and our Natural State Sports game to watch scores. want to thank you guys for tuning in, though. And if you don't mind, go ahead and give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. We'd really appreciate it if you're enjoying this content, because we have got a good game here tonight. 59 seconds left in this first quarter, and it is a pretty tight ball game.
Yeah, we'll see what kind of field goal kicker the Yellow Jackets have here. Pretty moderate field goal, but, you never know in high school what you're going to get out of a kicker. So we'll see if Sheridan's able to put this one through the uprights, or see if maybe they think this one through again and maybe decide to go for it on 4th and long. It does look like they're sending the offense back onto the field here.
They're going to go ahead and they elect to go for it now as they send their starting quarterback Ashley back out there onto the field. They keep the kicker on the sideline, and let's see what they're going to do right here. Ashley keeps it, rolls out to the left, passes, and it's right into the hands of the receiver, but the receiver just couldn't hang on to it. He was going to have to do a tiptoe toe drag right there on the sideline. So even if he made that catch, I'm not sure if it would have been in bounds. Either way, that is a huge stop by the Bears. The Bears make that huge stop, and now they're going to go ahead and take it over on downs.
Yeah, that's a huge stop right there on 4th down. Going to put your offense back on the field, up a touchdown, chance to double up here. Man, what a stop right there from the defense. Not sure if Sheridan just didn't trust their kicker on that one, or maybe they thought they saw something out of the timeout, but nonetheless, it's going to be a 4th down turnover on downs for the Bears.
Starting this drive at the 22, Tyner takes the snap, pitches it back to Joseph Thompson, who cuts it up again. Speedy is always up for a 5-yard gain right there, and that's going to be a good game by Joseph Thompson.
Yeah, that wide sweeping pitch they run. Thompson catches it, pretty much plants his foot in the ground, immediately gets north and south, and picks up some nice yards on 1st down.
Second and 6 now. Ball at the 26. Clock's ticking down, about 20 seconds left in this first quarter. Tyner takes his snap, keeps it himself up the middle. He gets met at about the line of scrimmage. I think they're going to go ahead and give him 2 yards there, forward progress, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 3.
Yeah, not much on that one for Tyner. We'll see what Chris Hill draws up for us the start of the second quarter.
That's going to be the end of our first quarter. We will be back with more Bears football on the PCSSD Sports Network, brought to you by Natural State Sports.
Thank you for choosing your local hometown pharmacy. I'm Chrissy Barr, owner and pharmacist of the Medicine Shop of North Little Rock, where you're not just a number, you're part of the family, even your pets. Here at the Medicine Shop of North Little Rock, we offer several services to assist you with your daily prescription needs. We offer Med Sync for easy refills, Dispill packaging for those taking multiple meds and for kids taking meds at school, and of course all of this with no long lines or wait times. You can have your prescription filled while you wait. Come see us at the Medicine Shop of North Little Rock, located at 3836 John F. K. Boulevard, or call us at 758-1010 to speak with a pharmacist about your personalized needs.
We are back with Bears fans in the second quarter of play on the PCSSD Sports Network, brought to you by Natural State Sports. Tyner takes the snap, goes ahead and keeps it himself up the middle. He's going to fall forward for about another 2-yard gain right there, and that's going to bring up 4th and 1, and Chris Hill has a decision.
Yeah, we'll see. Interesting what he's going to do on this one. I think if it's me, I think I'm trusting my offense to pick up these 2 yards here, but, you got to understand if he punts here on your own 30-yard line.
4th and 2, and I know Chris Hill on these 4th down situations really likes to just give Tyner the ball and let him keep it. I'm not sure if that's going to be enough right now, though. Hands it off to Harris up the middle, who is met past that 1st down marker, and that's going to bring up a 1st down. That's going to bring up a 1st down for the Bears. That 1st down is brought to you by the Medicine Shop.
Yeah, Chris Hill rolls the dice, and the gamble pays off. You get the ball to your big running back, Dylan Harris, and He takes a big hit on this one, but he's able to pick up the 2 yards necessary to move the sticks. And, man, that's a big play here for the Bears.
Huge play for the Bears right there as it continues this drive and gives them and it's going to give them a chance to go up by 2 scores, which would be huge in this ball game.
Tyner out there directing traffic.
It looks like the Bears are going to go ahead and call a timeout. I'm going to go ahead and call a timeout. I'm not sure how much time was on the game clock right there. It might have been running down.
Yeah, play clock was running down on them. I think that's a good timeout right there from Chris Hill. Especially here in the first half, you don't want to take that penalty when you just have those timeouts to pretty much burn.
Absolutely, you still have 2 left, which should be enough to finish out the second quarter, and it's not going to put them behind the sticks, which that's not what they want to do to continue this drive.
Yeah, you've got the lead, so you don't want to do anything here that could potentially benefit Sheridan, give them some momentum back. So smart to go ahead and call the timeout, get your offense organized, and come out here and execute a play on first down.
Ball's at about the 34-yard line here. 1st and 10. 10 minutes to go. 10 minutes and 48 seconds left to go in this second quarter. Let's see what Chris Hill is drawing up coming out of this timeout. Tyner takes the snap, keeps it himself on the right side, and he's met behind the line of scrimmage. They're going to give him 1 yard of forward progress right there, and that's going to bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, the blocking broke down on that one, and pretty nice play right there by the Sheridan defensive line. Get off some blocks and make the tackle right there at the line of scrimmage on Tyner. Just a missed assignment on that one.
Missed assignment, and unfortunately it wound up with just a 1 yard gain. Tyner takes the snap, keeps himself again on the right side. This time he's hit at the line of scrimmage, falls forward once again, but this time for about a 2 yard gain. That's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 now.
Yeah, Sheridan's been all over the quarterback keeper here early tonight. Usually, Tyner, he usually a lot of room for him to operate, especially off the edge, but Sheridan's done a nice job stopping the quarterback keepers here early.
Tyner under center, takes the snap, pitches it back to Cleo Penn on the right side. Penn on the right side has some room all the way up to the 50, still going all the way to the 40, to the 30, and he's finally taken down at about the 25-yard line after an explosive play by Cleo Penn.
Cleo Penn. Get him the ball and watch him work. He's a magician with the football in his hands. It just seems like every time he touches it, something explosive happens.
Right there, I was going to say first down for the Bears, and then somehow he just kept going. I thought he was about to break it. There was a a touchdown-saving tackle right there, which prevented that touchdown. But either way, then it's going to be a medicine shop first down for the Bears. Tyner takes the snap, hands it off to Harris up the middle, who's met at the line of scrimmage, still trying to break tackles. And they're going to give him about 2 yards on that play.
I know we talk about it every week, but you can't say enough about the effort that Dylan Harris runs the football with. I mean, one guy's never going to bring him down, not because he's the most talented or the biggest or the fastest, but just because he's going to refuse to let that first tackler tackle him to the ground. And it's just a pleasure to watch him work. Just never gives up on the play.
Tyner takes the snap, hands it off to Harris up the middle, who's met at the line of scrimmage, and he's taken down for no gain on that play. So that's going to bring up a 3rd and 6 now for the Bears. Let's see what Chris Hill decides to do.
Yeah, big 3rd down here, and I would think you'd probably go for this one too if you don't pick it up, if you can gain some yardage here. So we'll see what the call is on this one. Maybe you're not looking to get all 6. Maybe to pick up 4 or 5, make the 4th down play more manageable.
Tyner takes the snap, fakes the pitch to the back, passes to the right side, all the way to the right side, the receiver gets about a 5-yard gain on that play, and it's going to bring up about a 4th and 2, I believe. Pass was caught by Scales right there, who did
the first down.
Who did a nice job to get that first down. That was a great first down grab by Scales right there. Did a lot of work on his own, and that's going to be a medicine shot first down for the Bears.
Yeah, nice play design right there from the Bears. You're going to fake the pitch to the left side. Tyner just kind of flips his hips and flips it back to the right. Play was wide open. Nice play design.
Tyner takes the snap, keeps himself on the right side, and he's got a little bit of room, but he finally gets taken down after about a 5-yard gain right there. 5-yard gain. The ball's going to be at the 5-yard line. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 5 for the Bears.
Yeah, it was the first time Tyner's really had some room to operate, and as you know, when he can get a crease, he's pretty quick, and it does a good job about getting his shoulder pads forward and picking up nice yardage.
Tyner takes the snap, hands it off up the middle to Dylan Harris, who falls in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Bears, and that's going to put them up by 2 scores now. Dylan Harris with the hat trick tonight. 3 touchdowns already, and we're not even at halftime.
Yeah, what a start to this game for Dylan Harris, and what a start to this game for the Sylvan Hills Bears football team as a whole. I mean, you can't ask for an any better start here on homecoming night. You jump out to an early 21-7 lead pending this PAT.
Rivera, PAT is up, and it is good. That's going to make the score 21-7 Bears with 7 minutes and 10 seconds left to go in this second quarter. And that is a huge insurance score right there, because the Sheridan offense has looked a little bit unstoppable, even though they've only had the ball twice so far.
Yeah, and I want to go back to that play on 4th and short back here on the Bears on their own 30-yard line. Chris Hill elects to roll the dice, go for it on 4th down. They pick it up and later go on to score a touchdown on that drive. So kind of put a pin in that one as this game goes forward. We'll see that decision by Chris Hill will likely play into the outcome of this football game.
You know, you just got to love these Friday nights. It's homecoming night. You know, it's finally, you're getting that little bit of fall crisp in the air. I see some hoodies and some jackets out there tonight. It's just, this is the type of football weather that you dream about during the summer. You know what I mean? And it's finally here. I'm just happy that that the Sylvan Hills offense is getting some points on the board, and we look to continue what is looking like going to be an exciting game tonight.
Yeah, just you couldn't ask for a better setting here for this football game. Homecoming night, beautiful weather, just shaping up to be a great night here at Bill Blackwood Field.
On for the kick is going to be Gonzalez. Gonzalez with the kick, and it is pretty deep. The return man has no shot at it as the wind takes it into the end zone, and that is going to be a touchback, and the Yellow Jackets will be starting their drive at about the 20-yard line. Let's see if this defense took any momentum away after they made a huge stop and got a turnover on downs the last time the Yellow Jackets had the ball.
Yeah, this is something this defense hasn't done a ton of this season, you know, playing with the lead. We'll see how they respond, and hopefully they can come out here and get a stop, not let Sheridan put any points on the board.
Ashley takes the snap, looks to pass left on a quick little bubble route. Bubble route is read pretty well right there, and he gets taken down after about a 4-yard gain right there. 4-yard gain right there for the Yellow Jackets, and it's going to bring up a second and 6.
Yeah, that throw was a little high. The Bears are pretty fortunate that he didn't catch that one clean. He was still able to pick up 4 yards, and he barely caught the pass to begin with, but nonetheless going to bring up 2nd and 6 for the Bears. Not a bad play there on 1st down. Did a good job of rallying up to the football on that one.
Ashley takes the snap, and he's going to run an option to the right side. He's going to keep it himself, and he gets all the way up to about the 32-yard line, and that's going to be a medicine shot first down for the Yellow Jackets.
Play was good enough for a Yellow Jacket first down. 32.
Actually takes the snap, fakes a handoff, and he throws it over the middle to number 3. Number 3 had the pass in his hands, and he drops it right there. It was a good play action, and he does a quick little slant route. Unfortunately, the receiver could not hold on to it.
Yeah, I think he was a little too focused on running with the football before securing that catch. He had some room to operate if he's able to catch that one cleanly, but it just falls right through his hands for an incompletion. Going to bring up 2nd and long. Looks like we're going to have a timeout, Sheridan.
Timeout, Sheridan. 5:59 left in the second quarter. And they are down by 2 touchdowns right here. So and they want to take a break, try to talk it over, and figure out what they're about to do, as it is now 2nd and 10 for them when they get out of this timeout. I want to remind you guys to join us for our join us at half for our Eccles halftime show, where we will be recapping the first half of this game, as well as going over our PCSSD scores around the state and our Natural State game to watch.
Just a great start to this football game for the Sylvan Hills Bears. I haven't stopped smiling since the game kicked off, I don't think. Just we're having a great night out here.
If you're Chris Hill, you know you really can't ask for a better start. Ashley takes the snap, hands it off up the middle, who's met at the line of scrimmage, manages to get about a yard right there, but he is taken down by a host of Bears defenders. Pete Overton there to make first contact, and then after that, it was just a whole pack of Bears right there to take him down.
Yeah, great job corralling the ball carrier on that one and flying to the football. I mean, I think you had all 11 hats right around the tackle on that one. It's going to bring up 3rd and long. Going to be huge for this Bears defense to get a stop here and see if they can get off the football field.
Ashley takes the snap, looking to pass down the field. He's going to keep himself on the right side, but he gets forced out of bounds after a 5-yard gain right there, and that's going to bring up a 4th and 5 for the Yellow Jackets.
Huge stop right there for the defense. Looks like Sheridan is thinking about going for this one again. This time from their own territory. We'll see if maybe they run some type of quarterback pooch punt. Looks like we got a flag on this play.
I didn't see the flag come out, but the officials are acting like it's out there. I don't really see where it's at.
Looks like they're having a conversation with Chris Hill, see if he wants to accept this penalty or not. Still no word on the call.
Chris Hill elects to decline this penalty. It was going to be a holding on the Yellow Jackets. He declines it, and now it's going to be 4th and 3 now. 4th and 3 for the Yellow Jackets, and they look to be sending out the punting unit.
Have a score update for you. The Robinson Senators are up 21-0 on Bologna. There's 6 minutes and 30 seconds to go in that second quarter.
Ashley with the punt. The punt is up. As we call for a fair catch right there. We call for the fair catch, and it is muffed. Muffed by the Bears, and Sheridan's the Yellow Jackets are going to fall on it and take over and continue their offensive drive at about the 34-yard line.
Yeah, and that's just what you can't have happen, right? You have all the momentum in this football game. You've really dominated this first half, and then you just give Sheridan a gift here, and they're going to be 1st and 10 on their own 32-yard line. Just a tough play right there for the Bears.
Unfortunately, this Bears defense hasn't been playing that well all season. They come out tonight and they make two stops in a row now, and we give the ball right back to them. That's not what you want to see if you're Chris Hill. As you know, turnovers have really just bit you in the butt all season long. Ashley takes the snap, Pass it over the middle. It's intercepted! Intercepted by Carlos Stevens, who makes up for that muff punt all the way up to the 45-yard line, taken down at the 50-yard line. Carlos Stevens, who muffed the punt the play before, it makes the interception and takes it all the way to the midfield line. How about that interception by the Bears?
Carlos Stevens, they say the best athletes have a short memory, and Carlos Stevens showed it on that one. He didn't dwell on the muff punt, comes out here, steps in the passing lane, picks that ball off, and takes it back for a nice return. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Bears on the Yellow Jackets' 49-yard line.
Carlos Stevens, he was very upset on the field after that muff punt, probably as low as you could see a man. And then right after that, he is as high as you can see a man. He is just jumping for joy over there, and you love to see it. A lot of momentum on the Bears side right now. Tyner takes the snap, hands it off up the middle. Laughlin gets it all the way up to about the 46-yard line for about a 4-yard gain right there, and that's going to bring up a 2nd and 6 for the Bears.
Yeah, 4 minutes and 40 seconds in this second quarter remaining. Look for Chris Hill to try to run this clock all the way down just as the Bears are walking into the end zone into halftime here.
Tyner takes a snap, keeps it himself on the left side, but he trips on his own 2 feet right there. Ends up falling at the line of scrimmage for no gain, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and 7 now.
Yeah, it looks like he might have got tangled up with his own guy there, Laughlin, in the backfield. Just a tough play right there. Going to bring up 3rd and medium for the Bears. Would be huge to pick this up and keep this drive going.
I believe you're in two-down territory right here. I don't think they'll kick a field goal, but and I don't think they're going to go ahead and punt it. So let's see if they can't get some yards and make it 4th and short. Cleo Penn on the right side keeps it himself, and no need for that 4th down because it's going to be a 1st down Bears. That 1st down's brought to you by the Medicine Shop. Great run by Cleo Penn on the right side.
If you need a big play, get the ball to Cleo Penn. I mean, he's just turning in to a double-digit yard machine. He touches the ball, and you get double-digit yards. It's just he's a pleasure to watch, man. Play clock is at 5 seconds here. Going to have to hurry to get this one off.
Tyner takes a snap, hands it off to Harris up the middle, who's just breaking tackles left and right and manages to get about an 8-yard gain right there after breaking what looked like 4 tackles. 2nd and 2 now. 2nd and 2 now for the Bears as they're in a good spot right here to score before halftime.
Yeah, that dive's just such a quick hitter. They hand it off, and I mean he's gained 9 yards before you realize it. And that plays look really good here tonight, and that's just what sets up everything in this offense. The dive just opens everything up.
Tyner takes the snap, hands it off up the middle. Up the middle, Dylan Harris goes, breaking tackles all the way up to about the 20-yard line right there for about a 6-yard, 7-yard gain right there, and that's going to be a Medicine Shop 1st down for the Bears.
Yeah, I mean, these are just back-breaking, morale-breaking type runs right here for Dylan Harris. I mean, you hit him at the line of scrimmage sometimes, and he just drags people for 9, 10 yards. Just this clock just keeps turning down here for the Bears as they continue this drive.
Tyner takes a snap, hands it off to Harris again up the middle, who's met about a yard past the line of scrimmage, and he's taken down for only about a yard or 2 gain. And that's going to bring up a 2nd and 9. You know, this is exactly what Chris Hill's looking to do. Run that ball, eat that clock, and then by the end of this, the defense on the other side is going to be a little winded. They've been on the field for a long time already in this first half.
Yeah, you see a lot of hands on hips out there for the defense. Hopefully the Bears can take advantage and punch this one into the end zone before half.
Tyner takes a snap, pitches it over to the right side to Cleo Penn, who's going to go ahead and try to break a tackle, but gets taken down after about a 2-yard gain right there. And that's going to bring up a 3rd and about 6. 3rd and about 6, a minute 15 left to go in this first half. I'm not sure if Chris Hill would elect to kick a field goal here or not, but either way, they're going to try to pick up this first down.
Yeah, you got the 2 timeouts, so the clock is not a factor if you're a Bears fan. Looks like Sheridan's also, they're not looking to conserve any time, willing to take this to half as well. So it's all Tyner to finish this one out.
Tyner takes the snap, pitches it back to Joseph Thompson. Thompson makes a man miss, falls forward, and gets enough for the first down right there, and that's going to be a Medicine Shop first down for the Bears, I believe. Oh, my mistake, not a first down. That's only going to be a fourth and about 5. And that's going to be a timeout for the Bears now, as Chris Hill has a decision to make whether to kick a field goal or try to go for it.
That is their second timeout of the first half. Play resumes. Bears will have a fourth and about.
Yeah, I think you go for this one. You pick up the first down. You're inside the 10-yard line. First and goal. Just 20 seconds here in this half. Even if you do turn it over here on downs, Sheridan will have to go the length of the field with about 25 seconds. Only one timeout. So, I mean, you got to like your chances there.
You know, I'm not much of an analytics man myself. I probably would stay conservative here and go for the field goal if you trust your kicker. But Chris Hill, I mean, they've shown they've been able to run the ball all night right here. It's only 5 yards. I'd also trust them with trying to pick it up. I can see it going either way right here. So let's see what they're going to do. And it seems like they're going to send their offense back out on the field. Tyner's getting under center now. They attempt this 4th and 5. Tyner takes the snap, fakes a handoff, reverse over to Josiah Rainey. He gets taken down in the backfield for a loss of yards right there, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. And the Yellow Jackets are going to take over with about 21 seconds left to go in this first half.
Yeah, great job by this left side defensive end here for Sheridan. Just all the action going away from him. He does his job, stays at home, and the play comes right to his lap. And he makes the tackle on the backfield for a 4 or 5 yard loss.
That was a well coached play by the Yellow Jackets as he waited, stayed home just in case, and it worked out well for them. Flag comes out. It's going to be a delay of game on the offense now, and that's going to push the Yellow Jackets back 5 yards, and it's going to be a 1st and 15 for them now with 21 seconds to go. Not sure if the Yellow Jackets might try to take a stab downfield, but after that interception, I think they might play it a little conservative and just try to run the ball right here and just get it into halftime, as they will be getting the ball first after halftime. Ashley takes the snap, passes it to number 30, who catches the ball for about a 5-yard gain, and then ends up breaking a couple tackles and makes it a 6-yard gain. So that is a good catch and run right there by Ashley, and number 30, Jackson Bourne. 5 seconds left in this first half, and Sheridan takes a timeout to talk this one over. Might try to see a little sparks flying right here, maybe a Hail Mary.
Yeah, Sheridan let about 10 seconds tick off the clock after that play before they called that timeout. I'm not sure if they're going to try to get some time put back on the clock here or what, but it is going to be 2nd and 6 with 5 seconds to go in this half from their own 24-yard line, or 29-yard line.
Again, I appreciate you Bears fans and anyone else tuning in. If you're enjoying this broadcast, please give us a thumbs up or hit that subscribe button. We'd really appreciate it. Ashley back to take the snap. Takes the snap, looking to pass it left. Passes it to the left side, and he overthrows his wide receiver. And that's going to be the end of our first half. Join us after the break for the Ackles Carpet One halftime show.
At Akel's Carver One,
we are more than a carpet store.
Get up to 50% store-wide plus no interest financing. Plus, add installation and get $300 cash back.
we make it beautiful for less. At Akel's Carver One,
We are more than a carpet store.
Get up to 50% store-wide plus no interest financing. Plus, add installation and get $300 cash back.
we make it beautiful for less.
Glasgow, Mira Nelson, Mara Nelson, check that, Mickey Young, Paige Atkins, Amira Watkins, Isaac Schmidt, and a host of dirty, rotten scoundrels. On down the hatches, hoist the sails, and prepare to be entertained. The pride of the hillsides, Maine the Pirates, arr, matey, fish and fries, arr.
Welcome back, Bears fans, to our Ackles Carpet One halftime show. Let's go ahead and recap our first half of that game. The first half of that game, at first it started off back and forth, 2 quick scores by both teams, and then Sylvan Hills comes back, makes a score, and that Bears defense really showed up in that second quarter.
Yeah, the Bears defense came up with a huge stop down here on 4th and 10. Which gave the ball back to their offense and allowed them to get this 2-score lead. You know, Sheridan was driving on that drive. They were on the 20-yard line going in to score. You're thinking maybe they might kick a field goal. They elect to attempt a 4th and 10. They get stopped, and the Bears take the ball over on downs and go score a touchdown to go up 21-7.
Go up 21-7, and we need to mention Dylan Harris has all 3 of those touchdowns tonight. He has got the hat trick already, with it only being halftime. I can't wait to see what he comes out and does in the second half. Well, let's go ahead and let's go ahead and start with the fact that it was 14-7 early in the second quarter. The Bears, the Yellow Jackets the Bears force a punt. The Yellow Jackets have to punt it away, and all the way back at the 30-yard line, Stevens muffs a punt. The Yellow Jackets fall on it, and what looked like the momentum was all on the Yellow Jackets' side. The very next play, Ashley, the starting quarterback for the Yellow Jackets, throws an interception to Carlos Stevens, who had just muffed that punt, and he really made up for it right there with because that interception ended up leading to that third touchdown, as you said, Dylan.
Yeah, Carlos Stevens just went through the full range of emotions there in the matter of 2 plays. Had the devastation with the muff punt, but comes back, doesn't get down on himself and jumps in front of the passing lane and picks that ball off. And, if it makes Mr. Stevens feel any better, we actually netted about 20 yards in field position on the whole deal. So it turned out to be a net positive for the Bears.
Absolutely. So in the first half, Cleo Penn did an excellent job. He racked up a good amount of yards in that first half, as well as Dylan Harris, who I'd probably say was the MVP of the first half, scoring 3 times and netting a whole bunch of yards himself. But let's go ahead and go to give you a score update on our other PCSSD matchups across the state, starting with Maumelle Mills. Maumelle is down 16-0. 16-0 in the second quarter with about 1:19 left to go in this ball game. Maumelle has the ball at about the 20-yard line and is looking to get a score on the board right here before halftime. That seems to be a good matchup, a little bit more spread out than I thought it was going to be. I thought Maumelle would at least make it a pretty close first half, but it looks like Mills is starting to run away with it unless Maumelle can get on the board before halftime. And then let's go ahead and tune into let's check in on our other PCSSD score. Robinson at Valonia. Robinson is leading 28-3 at halftime, and they are definitely starting to run away with it, as they've been running away with it. It seems like for the past 3 weeks now. I believe last week they had the mercy rule clock on, and it's a good chance that might happen again tonight.
Yeah, no real surprises out of either of those games. Robinson and Quentin Murphy Jr. taking care of business at home against an inferior Valonia opponent. And then you look at Mills and Maumelle. Mills, again, just a very talented offensive football team. The junior Achilles Ringo has really improved as the season's gone on. He's gotten better and better, and they're up by a couple of scores as this game's heading into half. Just really can't say enough about those two teams in the 5A Central, Mills and Robinson. That's going to be again, very interesting end to the season, watching those two battle it out for the top spot and also into the playoffs.
Absolutely. Now let's go ahead and check in on our Natural State Sports game to watch around the state, and that's going to be Conway at North Little Rock. My mistake, that's North Little Rock at Conway. Conway is up 14-0 in the second quarter now, and North Little Rock's just trying to keep it close and make it a ball game here. I know that they are North Little Rock is looking to get their season turned around. They're having one of the rougher seasons they've had in a while, but Conway is really a really strong team, and it's looking to try to knock off the big boy, the Bryant Hornets, later on in the season. Some
other scores going on in the 6A East. You have Little Rock Catholic, they're up 14-10 on West Memphis. That game's at halftime. You have Benton traveling to Marion, and Benton's all over Marion in this one, up 24-0.
Our another big game going on at 6A is West Memphis at Little Rock Catholic. Little Rock Catholic is up 14-10 on West Memphis. It is a close matchup. Both those teams are very well coached, and they are performing well this season. So that's going to be a good game to keep tuning into throughout our game here tonight. We were at West Memphis last week, and we saw firsthand what the type of team West Memphis has. They've got a good ball team for sure. And Little Rock Catholic has made a splash of their own at the start of the season. So whoever wins that matchup is definitely going to be going to come out as a very tough competitor for the rest of 6A.
Yeah, I mean, Catholic's a very good football team. You know, they dropped down from 7A, so that's a big school that West Memphis is playing, and they're hanging tough here early in this football game against a very good Rocket football team. We'll see what West Memphis is able to do with that one in the second half. On the other side of the 6A, you have Pulaski Academy. They're all over Mountain Home, 32-0. Greenwood and Greenbrier locked in a pretty good game. That one's 21-14 at half. Russellville, they're all over Siloam Springs, 28-0. See if we can get that Lake Hamilton score for you. Another team at the top of the 6A here.
Before we get to that, though, let's go ahead and talk about. I'm pretty sure this was Hooten's game of the week, which was Greenbrier at Greenwood. Greenwood is only up a touchdown against Greenbrier now in the second quarter, and that's going to be a close matchup as the two 6A teams squaring off, and they look to move up in the rankings, both squads.
Yeah, that's a great football game going on there. That's two football teams who really expect to factor in come playoff time. Just an exceptional game there between the two greens.
Absolutely. Well, I tell you what, I'm happy to be here for this conference matchup between the Sylvan Hills Bears and the Sheridan Yellow Jackets. It's been a good game up to this point, and I want to thank you guys for joining our Ackles halftime show. When we get back from break, it'll be time for our second half kickoff.
At Ackles Carver One,
We are more than a carpet store.
Get up to 50% store-wide plus no interest financing. Plus, add installation and get $300 cash back.
we make it beautiful for less. At Ackles Carver One,
We are more than a carpet store.
Get up to 50% store-wide plus no interest financing. Plus, add installation and get $300 cash back.
we make it beautiful for less.
Welcome back, Bears fans, to our matchup tonight between Sylvan Hills Bears and the Sheridan Yellow Jackets on the PCSSD Sports Network, brought to you by Natural State Sports. Where it's about time for our second half kickoff as we got 30 seconds ticking down, or my mistake, 20 seconds ticking down on the clock before halftime is over. Both teams are out here stretching, and I'm excited to continue this second half. Sheridan's going to get the ball to start the second half, and that's probably a good thing for the Bears, as their defense is really rolling right now.
Yeah, what's not to be excited about this game? The Bears have a double-digit lead here coming into the second half. Looking to pick up their first win of the season. You got to commend the effort that they've come out with. You know, you're an 0-4 football team, but you come out here in front of the homecoming crowd. You get the extra bump from the festivities going on, and they've really played well here in this first half, and they played with a lot of energy, a lot of enthusiasm, and you can tell this is a football team that believes that they're better than what their record says, and we'll see if they're able to finish this game off here tonight in the second half and put that first win.
Not only does the team believe that they are better than what their record says, I believe they are better than what their record says. They have put up monster numbers on the ground week in and week out, starting from week one all the way up to tonight. And they're still continuing it tonight, and they should be winning ball games. They had a couple close ones week one against Maumelle, and week 3, I believe it was, against Searcy. Both of those games were pretty close games that just got away from them with turnovers and a couple sloppy penalties. But they have really cleaned it up tonight. I don't know if they've gotten a penalty, knock on wood, all night. They're playing very clean football tonight, and I'm really enjoying it.
Yeah, those are two games that just kind of stick out to you. The Maumelle game in week 0, and then the Searcy game here a couple of weeks ago. Just two games that this football team really should have won. I felt like they were the better team in both of those, and just shot themselves in the foot and ended up letting those wins kind of slip out of their hands. But it's not too late for the Bears to turn this season around. They kind of have a favorable back end of the schedule here. They have a good opportunity to really rattle off some wins, and that starts right here in the second half, just closing this game out.
And on the other hand, when talking about the Yellow Jackets defense is not playing too badly tonight. They've made a couple stops. They're playing about to the best of their ability, because I know this running attack for the Bears is very tough to stop. On the other hand, though, the offense is struggling. Seems like Ashley has thrown a couple good balls, but the ball's getting away from him. And the wide receivers are not able to come down with it, which that is really what's stopping their offense. The Bears defense is doing a good job of stopping the run, and when they force them into a passing situation, it just hasn't worked out for the Yellow Jackets yet.
Yeah, Ashley looks really good running the football, but it looks like game's just happening a little too fast for him when he on the passing plays. He just kind of looks like there's a bit of panic in him, and he just is looking to get rid of the football as quickly as he can. But he has looked very good running the football. It'll be important for the Bears to come out here and contain him early on this first drive, not let him get any momentum here in the second half.
I want to give a big shout-out to the Sylvan Hills Band, who put on an amazing halftime performance. I love watching their band come out every week during these home games, because it is really awesome to watch.
Between the band and the cheerleaders, in the homecoming court. They've just provided a great environment here for this football game. You just couldn't ask for a better setting for the Bears to hopefully pick up their first win.
Absolutely. Now let's get this second half underway as Gonzalez is about to kick it off. The kick is away. A little bit of a shank right there as it goes out of bounds, and then it's going to let the Yellow Jackets take over at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, that's tough right there. Gonzalez has had a great start to this game, 2 touchbacks, and the other was returned to about the 21-yard line on his 3 kickoffs here tonight. But unfortunately, this one goes out of bounds, and Sheridan's going to get pretty good starting field position on this one. We'll see if this Bears defense can pick up where they left off in the second half and get a stop and get this ball back to this Bears offense and start working at this clock.
Actually takes the snap, fakes the handoff to Shoemate, and he keeps it himself, and he gets all the way, runs all the way to the far side of the field, gets hit behind the line of scrimmage, manages to get a couple yards out of it though, and that's going to bring up a 2nd and 7 for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, nice job by Dylan Harris right there, string that one out, take on the stiff arm, but he doesn't give up on the play. He's able to get a hold of Ashley and wait till help comes to get him on the ground. Just a great effort play right there by Dylan Harris.
Actually takes the snap, hands it off to Shoemate up the middle, who's met at the line of scrimmage, but he breaks a couple tackles, and now he's just one man to beat, and finally gets taken down by Josiah Rainey. Josiah Rainey possibly with a touchdown-saving tackle right there. He gets taken down at about the 43-yard line right there after a good 20-yard, looked like a 15, 20-yard gain, and that's going to be a medicine shot first down for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, he runs through a couple of arm tackles here from the Bears. You know, you really got to make sure you drive him through the ground, get him on the ground. Just he's able to bounce off a couple tackles and pick up a very nice gain for the Yellow Jackets.
Actually with a snap, looking to pass on the right side, passes it over some defenders for the Bears, and it is dropped by the wide receiver. The wide receiver was wide open right there, ran right past the last line of defense for the Bears. That was for sure, if he makes that catch, that's 6 points for the Yellow Jackets, but he drops it.
Yeah, the ball just kind of jumps out of Ashley's hands. I mean, that one was right on the money, very nice spiral, but just bounces off his receiver's hands. Not sure what happened right there in coverage for the Bears. He just lost that man.
Ashley takes the snap, looking left, passes it to the left side, and the catch is made. Catch is made by Ingram right there. It was a good catch before he gets shoved out of bounds. And that was Alcindor with the tackle.
3rd and short. Got to look for quarterback power here. Maybe on this area of the field, you might be in 2-down territory. Could look for maybe some play action and a deep ball, but
the pass is starting to work for the Yellow Jackets. I wouldn't be surprised if they do it again. A flag comes out, and I believe that's going to be a false start on the Yellow Jackets. Flag comes out, and it is indeed a false start on the Yellow Jackets, which is going to push them back and make this a 3rd and 7 now, that's just great news for the Bears, as they've done very well when they force their opponent into 3rd and long situations.
Yeah, that's a huge break right there for the Bears. Takes what was a 3rd and a couple yards, turns that into a 3rd and long, and yeah, the receiver right there, number 7, just got a little antsy and jumped off sides on that one.
Actually takes the snap, keeps it himself up the middle. He gets hit at the line of scrimmage, and he falls forward for about a 2-yard gain right there, and that's going to bring up about a 4th and 6. 4th and 6 now. Let's see what the Yellow Jackets coach decides to do.
Looks like the offense is going to stay on the field for this one. See what the play call is. Again, could be looking at some type of quarterback pooch punt.
4th and 6 in the pistol formation, the Yellow Jackets are.
Looks like they are going to run a play.
Actually takes the snap, fakes the handoff to Shoemate. He's looking over the middle, passes right over the middle, and it's caught for a first down for the Yellow Jackets. Ingram with that catch right there, and that's going to be a medicine shot first down for the Yellow Jackets by about a yard.
Yeah, pretty nice play right there from Ashley. Had pressure in his face and was able to deliver a good enough ball. His receiver comes up with the catch and is able to fall forward for the first down. I think that was Foster that had the pressure.
Ashley takes the snap, hands it off to Shoemate up the middle. He's hitting the backfield, and he's taken down with a huge hit right there. Huge hit. Pete Overton just flies into that backfield and slings the running back down.
Yeah, I mean, this Bears defense is flying around here tonight. They look enthused, and they're out here with some bad intentions.
Absolutely. That's going to be a 2-yard loss for the Yellow Jackets, and that's going to bring up a 2nd and 12. Ashley takes a snap, pitches it to the left to Shoemate. Shoemate, who gets touched in the backfield, and he gets taken down hard by Jaden Foster. This defense is on a mission tonight. Jaden Foster with a huge hit takes him down for no gain on that play, and that's going to be a 3rd and 12 now for the Yellow Jackets.
What a play right here by Dylan Harris. Just takes his blocker and drives him into the backfield and forces the ball carrier to cut it up, and Jaden Foster's coming from the middle there and puts a big hit on the ball carrier to force the Yellow Jackets into 3rd and long.
Ashley takes the snap, keeps himself looking right. He's getting pressured by Foster. He's going to be taken down for the sack. What a huge sack right there by Draloon Holloway. Draloon Holloway right there. Huge sack, brings up a 4th down, and that's exactly what you want to see if you're Chris Hill coming out of this halftime.
Yeah, that's huge right there. Going to be about 4th and 17. I mean, the offense is still on the field, but you assume this is going to be some sort of punt for the Yellow Jackets.
Draloon Holloway, he saw that quarterback, and there was nothing stopping him. He hit it, put it into 5th gear to get back there, and takes him down with a huge 5-yard loss.
All right, so they are going to go for this. Just make sure everything stays in front if you're the Bears.
Ashley takes the snap, hands it off to Shoemate, who's looking to pass, passing it to a wide open wide receiver who caught it. I thought he was out of bounds. Let's see. And they're going to say he stepped out of bounds at about the 3-yard line. I'm not sure if he caught it inbounds or not, but I think the officials are going to say he caught it inbounds, and that's going to be a Medicine Shop first down for the Yellow Jackets. That was a tricky play right there. I thought it was a run myself. And it definitely tricked this Bears defense. Ashley gets the snap off, hands it to Shoemate. Shoemate in up the middle for a touchdown. It's going to be a Yellow Jacket touchdown brought to you by Dio Vanucci with Cornerstone Home Lending.
Yeah, that's tough right there for the Bears. You get them in 4th and long. They pull out the trick play. Actually, the halfback pass, and not the traditional way either. Typically, it's a toss or some sort of double pass. So this time they hand it off to him, and he runs out here into the flat and delivers a nice ball to the receiver down the sideline, sets up the score.
The PAT is up, and it is good. And that's going to make the score 21-14 Bears with 7 minutes and 26 seconds left to go in this 3rd quarter. That was a good drive by the Yellow Jackets. It looked like they looked like they were stopped like 3 different times on that drive. Managed to somehow negate it, and they go ahead and punch it in for 6. My mistake though. That extra PAT was no good.
So the Bears are going to have an 8-point lead here, getting the ball back with 7 minutes and 26 seconds here in the 2nd quarter. Again, if you're Sylvan Hills, you can't let that get to you. I mean, that's a trick play that they're able to set up that score. That shouldn't be concerning to you as a defense. Your offense is going to get this ball back here, hopefully put it in the end zone. You just got to come out and do exactly what you did on that drive. Just get off the field on 4th down, and everything else will just kind of fall into play.
Absolutely. The defense shouldn't be kicking themselves. It looked like a run play to me. It fooled me. I'm not so sure that the receiver caught that inbounds, but either way, the officials called it that way. So unfortunate for the Bears as they give up a touchdown, but that's all right. And the kickoff is away, and it's dropped by Cleo Penn, I believe. And it's taken all the way up to about the 39-yard line after they muffed the kickoff. My mistake, that was Colin Billings. Colin Billings muffs the kickoff, picks it up off the bounce, and manages to get a good gain out of it, and now they have pretty good field position to start this drive.
Yeah, a little bit of a scary moment right there, but credit to Billings. He doesn't panic, just bends down, picks that ball up, and finds a crease, and you're right, he turns it into a very nice return, and the Bears are going to have excellent starting field position here on their own 40. Looking to answer that Yellow Jacket touchdown.
Tyner takes the snap, hands it off up the middle to Laughlin, who's met behind the line of scrimmage. He's still pushing. He's still trying to push the pile forward though, but he's gonna go ahead and go down for a 1-yard loss. He did all he could. Unfortunately, there was too many Yellow Jackets in the backfield right there. Second and 11 for the Bears. Tyner takes the snap, fakes the handoff, pitches it back to Joseph Thompson, who cuts it up on the left side. Cuts it up on the left side, flags fly, and I believe that's going to be a holding on the Bears. He got about a 5-yard gain on that play, and what would have been a third and about 7. Now, unfortunately, it looks like it's going to be a holding penalty on the Bears, and that's going to push them back.
Yeah, it looks like they got number 25 for the hold on that one.
That was Scales, and that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate because it would have made it a decent, not too many yards to get the first down, but now it's going to be pushed back all the way for a 2nd and 24 now for the Bears, and see if they can't turn this into a manageable third down situation.
Yeah, that's a tough call. He's blocking pretty hard downfield. You can definitely see where they saw holding on that one, but instead of third and manageable, you're looking at 2nd and forever. We'll see what the Bears draw up on this one.
Tyner takes a snap, hands it off up the middle to about the 30-yard line for about a 5-yard gain right there. Laughlin with the carry. And now it's going to be a 3rd and about 19. 3rd and about 19, ball at the 30-yard line. Let's see what the Bears can pull out right here. Tyner takes the snap, fakes the handoff up the middle, pitches it back, and he gets taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Cleo Penn got that pitch, but had nowhere to go as he was swarmed by the Yellow Jackets. Ends up getting about a 2-yard loss on that play, and that's going to make it 4th and 21 now. And Chris Hill elects to send out the punting unit.
Yep, going to flip back to the Sylvan Hills defense. Again, you got to remember that, as a defense, you were off the field, you had them stopped, and they pull out all the stops on you, pull out the trick play, and pick up that first down on 4th and long. You just got to come out here with some confidence and make sure the Yellow Jackets don't put any more points on the board.
The punt is away. It's a decent punt. It's going to be fair caught at about the 40-yard line, and that is where the Yellow Jackets are going to start this drive. 4 minutes and 31 seconds left to go in this third quarter. 21-13, the Bears lead it. And let's see if this defense can't come out and get a stop.
Yeah, you kind of feel the momentum start to shift to Sheridan sideline here as they come out, get a touchdown, and get the stop on defense. So it's important for the Bears to come out here and put a stop to this momentum and get the ball back for their offense and keep the score right where it is.
Actually takes a snap, keeps it himself on the left side. He gets hit about a yard past the line of scrimmage, but manages to drag the defender and falls down for about a 7-yard gain right there, and that's gonna bring up a 2nd and 3. Appreciate you guys tuning in for our broadcast tonight. If you wouldn't mind giving us a thumbs up or hitting that subscribe button, we'd really appreciate it if you're enjoying this broadcast. Ashley takes a snap, throws it out quick to the left side to Shoemate. Shoemate gets hit hard behind the line of scrimmage. That was a good job by Dylan Harris to really just read that play perfectly and bring them up for about a 2-yard loss right there. Now it's going to be 3rd and 5 for the Yellow Jackets.
Not only does Dylan Harris have all 3 touchdowns for the Bears tonight, but he's been all over the field defensively, just having himself one heck of a football game here. We'll see if the Bears can get a stop here on 3rd and 5 and force the Yellow Jackets into a 4th down decision.
Ashley takes a snap, looking to pass it on the right side, passes it over the head of the receiver, and it's intercepted! Intercepted by the Bears on that play. It was Josiah Rainey who comes in with the overthrown pass, somehow comes away with it, and that is a huge play for the Bears in this second half.
Just as we said, the momentum felt like it was shifting. Actually sails a ball, and Josiah Rainey's able to come up with the interception. I think Old Mo swings right back to the Bears on that one. We'll see if this offense can come out and capitalize on the huge turnover for the Bears.
That was just a great catch by Josiah Rainey. Way to keep your head up as the ball looked like it was going to a receiver in front of you, gets tipped, and it falls right into his hands.
Yeah, what a catch right there on the tip drill. Just is able to get his hands under it, keep that ball off the turf. We'll see if the offense can capitalize.
Tyner takes the snap, keeps it himself on the left side, gets up all the way to about the 50-yard line right there. Flag flies, though, so let's see what the call is going to be.
Yeah, that flag came out pretty much immediately on the snap of the ball. We'll see what this call is. Came from a strange spot on the field, was thrown to a strange spot on the field. Not sure what this call is going to be. Going to get a chop block on the Bears here. That's going to be a 15-yard penalty. That's a killer.
That's a strange call coming from an official that was down the field right there. You usually don't see that call made by the official on that side. You usually see it called by either a side judge or the umpire in the back. Either way, though, that's going to put the Bears back deep and about all the way to the 30-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 25 for the Bears now. Tyner takes the snap, looking to pass. Passes on the left side all the way to Rainey. It's tipped up by a Yellow Jacket defender, and it falls incomplete. That was a decent pass by Tyner. Unfortunately, Rainey outran that pass right there, and it gave a Yellow Jacket defender the chance to go up for it.
Yeah, not bad coverage right there of the Yellow Jackets. You're right, had that underneath coverage, and Josiah just kind of outran that throw and gave the defender a chance to make a play, but that one falls incomplete, going to leave him in 2nd and long.
Tyner takes the snap, fakes the handoff up the middle, pitches it back to Cleo Penn. Cleo Penn has some room, and he manages to get about a good 8-yard gain on that play. That was a good run by Cleo Penn. I thought he might have taken that for a little bit more, but it was a good open field tackle by a Yellow Jacket defender.
Yeah, very nice tackle right there on Cleo Penn in space. That was a nice gain, though, to put this in, 3rd and about 17, 16. See if you can get about half of this here, and then maybe think about go for it on 4th down, keep this drive going.
Tyner under center. Takes the snap, pitches it back to Joseph Thompson, who's looking on the left side. Doesn't cut it up yet, and he gets met at the line of scrimmage with nowhere to go. Met at the line of scrimmage by 2 Yellow Jacket defenders. He really had no shot right there. He ended up getting about a 2-yard gain. Either way, that's going to bring up a 4th and 15, and I'm sure Chris Hill is going to elect to punt the ball.
Yeah, just a good play by the Yellow Jack defense there. They had that one strung out. It was really nowhere for Thompson to cut that football up to. And they're able to make the play for a minimal gain. You see Chris Hill, he's all over Thompson there, wanting him to cut up a little sooner, but nonetheless, it's going to be 4th and long.
The punt is away. Decent punt. Rolls all the way down to about the 24-yard line. and that's exactly where the Yellow Jackets are going to start their drive. Seems like the head coach for the Yellow Jackets went in there. They made some good adjustments at halftime, and it's really showing. Is that the game is kind of a little bit tighter than what it seemed like in the first half.
Yeah, and I mean, if you're the Bears on offense, you've just had some unfortunate penalties have reared their ugly head here early in the second half, and you've had 2 penalties on your first 2 drives, really put you far behind the sticks. And when you're starting first and 25, there just aren't many plays designed to get you a first down in that series. So it's just tough, and so it's back on the Bears defense here to get a stop and give their offense another shot.
Ashley takes the snap, keeps it himself on the left side, has a little bit of room, or at least a hole right there, and gets it all the way up to about a 6-yard gain. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 4. The one good thing that is showing for the Bears tonight is they already have 2 turnovers on the. They already have forced 2 turnovers in this ball game, and they're looking to force a 3rd on this drive right here, because if they can force a 3rd, they are going to be in really good company.
Yeah, actually, he's thrown 2 interceptions here, so you got to imagine that's going to factor into the play calling as well. Probably see a more conservative approach from the Yellow Jackets.
Takes the snap, hands it off up the middle to the running back. The running back has nowhere to go, though, and he's met at the line of scrimmage and taken down for no gain on that play.
It's going to bring up a very important 3rd down for both teams here. We'll see if this Bears defense is able to maybe create a negative play, put the Yellow Jackets in a punting situation.
That was big Jaden Foster with the tackle right there to bring up a 3rd down. Ashley takes the snap, pitches it to Shoemate. Shoemate, who gets hit in the backfield, finally gets taken down in the backfield by a host of Bears defenders. Shoemate did everything he could to try to break tackles right there. Unfortunately for the Yellow Jackets, it did not work out in their favor.
Yeah, again, Dylan Harris making this play, just driving his blocker into the backfield, forcing the running back to cut it up sooner than he would like, and just letting the defense get to him there.
That left big Jaden Foster and Draloon Holloway there to make a group tackle and force what I thought was a 4th down, but a late flag comes out after a lot of yelling from the Sheridan fans, and now that's going to bring up a face mask penalty and that's going to make it a 1st down, automatic 1st down for the Yellow Jackets, and that's going to be a medicine shop 1st down for the Yellow Jackets now. The ball's going to be put at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, fortunately for the Bears, they didn't give them the 15-yarder there, just the 5-yard penalty, but nonetheless, it's going to give Sheridan a 1st down.
Ashley takes the snap, fakes the handoff, keeps it himself on the right side, and he's got some room, cuts it up all the way up to the 40-yard line for about a 6-yard gain right there. 6-yard gain on that play, and now it's going to be a 2nd and 4. That's going to do it for this 3rd quarter. We're going to take a quick break, and when we get back, it'll be time to start our 4th quarter of play, brought to you by the PCSSD Sports Network.
You ready for this? Home field advantage is such a huge deal in football, and I think it's a huge deal in the mortgage world too. That's why we're a local company. We have in-house processing and underwriting, and that enables me to make sure that my customers have a great experience from kickoff to the closing table. And that's just what we want to do, is give them a great experience.
With Cornerstone Home Lending, you'll always have the home field advantage. Text DO to 36260 to get started today.
Welcome back, Bears fans, to our final quarter of play now. The score is going to be 21-13 Bears at the start of this 4th quarter, and we are excited to finish this ball game because it is a close one.
Yeah, Sheridan kind of gets second life on this drive after that face mask penalty. We'll see if this Bears defense is able to get a stop.
Ashley takes the snap, keeps it himself. They're going to blow the whistle beforehand. false start on the offense on that play, and that's going to push them back 5 yards.
Yeah, the Sheridan sideline's upset about that one. Is the Sylvan Hills defensive line flinched, but they never broke the neutral zone, and their receiver here at the bottom of the screen jumped off sides for a false start. So
that's a good call by the official, because I knew they didn't break the neutral zone, and so when I saw that flag come out, I was a little upset. But that ended up being a good call as they call a false start. So now it's going to be 2nd and 9 for the Yellow Jackets. Ball at about the 35-yard line. Ashley takes the snap, keeps it himself up the middle after faking a pass, and he's got some room to run all the way up to the 50-yard line, still going 40 to the 30 to the 20, still going up to the 10, finally gets shoved out of bounds at about the 6-yard line. A flag, looked like a flag came out late right there. Yeah, a flag comes out late right there. They might call a horse collar. I didn't really see it, but if that's what they call, that's what they call. Either way, that's going to be a huge gain. Going to be about a 60-yard gain, 65-yard gain right there for Ashley and the Yellow Jackets, and that's going to bring up a Medicine Shop first down for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, I mean, he looks like he had him by the back of the jersey there, but they're going to call him for the horse collar. It's not going to make too much of a difference. It's going to give him half the distance to the goal on that one. But again, another late flag hurts the Bears.
Ashley under center, probably going to keep it, keeps it himself, and gets into the end zone for a touchdown. The touchdown's brought to you by Dio Vanucci, Cornerstone Home Lending. That's going to be a Yellow Jacket touchdown scored by the quarterback, Ashley.
See if Sheridan elects to try to go for 2 here to tie this football game. Looks like they are. It's a huge play right here for both sides.
If this doesn't work out for the Yellow Jackets, they're down by 2, but if it does work out, they're going to tie this ball game up.
Huge opportunity right here for the Bears defense to maintain this lead.
It's going to be a timeout. Timeout Yellow Jackets here as they're going to think it over and decide what they're about, if they want to continue going for 2 or maybe just decide on what play they're about to run. Either way, it gives Chris Hill time to get this defense situated and figure out how to stop them on this 2-point conversion.
Yeah, allows the Bears to get some fresh bodies in there after the long play and let them just kind of talk things over. I think, obviously you got to expect quarterback run. I think if you're the Yellow Jackets, if you go anywhere else, you're doing yourself a disservice. So we'll see what Chris Hill has in store for the Yellow Jackets. See if we can't get this Bears defense to come up with a stop.
In the second half, these big plays is killing the Bears defense, and it's extending these drives for the Yellow Jackets, and it's really putting the defense on their heels. I think they're might be getting a little winded as the time of possession is definitely in the Yellow Jackets' favor in this second half. And the Yellow Jackets are going to continue going for 2 on this play, so let's see how it works out. Big play right here for the Bears. Ashley takes the snap, throws it over the middle, and it is caught by what I think that was Shoemate on that play. Shoemate makes the 2-point conversion catch right there, and that's going to tie our ball game up 21-21 with 11:43 to go in this fourth quarter.
All right, well, we got a ball game, ladies and gentlemen.
We have got a ball game, and let's see. Hopefully this offense can come out and get them the momentum back on their side. Sheridan has fought their way all the way back after being down 2 scores. And the momentum is definitely on their side.
Kicking off for the Yellow Jackets will be Brady Burfeld. Back deep for the Bears is number 3, Billings.
Back deep for the Bears is going to be Billings and Cleo Penn. We've seen Cleo Penn do some magical things on special teams. Let's see if he can't do something magical right here. Kickoff is away, but it's going to be a squib kick, taken by the Bears and smartly falling on it was Alcindor. Alcindor falls down at about the 39-yard line, and that's going to be good field position for the Bears to start this drive and try to get some points on the board.
Yeah, it looked like Sheridan was maybe trying to do a little pooch onside kick there, but Alcindor was alert to it and makes the catch and gets down. And, yeah, you're right, going to give the Bears excellent field position to start this drive. And, again, penalties have killed their last few, so see if they can be clean here.
Tyner takes the snap, hands it off to Laughlin up the middle. Laughlin gets all the way gets about a yard past the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He's going to be credited with forward progress for about a yard gain right there, and that's going to bring up a second and about 8. Second and 8 here. They're giving Dylan Harris a break because he is doing about everything he can on the defensive side of the ball. Laughlin is taking his place right now. Tyner takes the snap, pitches it back to Cleo Penn on the right side. Penn cuts it up. Penn cuts it up for a decent gain right there, and it's going to get about 5 yards.
Going to be third and about
5 right here. Third and 5. Ball at about the 44-yard line. And the Bears really need this one. Tyner takes the snap, pitches it back to Joseph Thompson, who cuts it up, and he gets met about a yard short from that first down marker right in front of us at midfield. He's right next to the 48-yard line right here. It's going to bring him a 4th and 1. Chris Hill looks like he's planning on going for it. Didn't even have to think about it. If I was going to guess, you're going to see Tyner push it in with a QB sneak, and he does. But the ball's on the ground. Ball's on the ground, and they're going to mark it about right.
Dylan Harris has the football, and he's. I don't know what we're doing here. They blow the play dead, but Dylan Harris pops out with the football ready to run for a touchdown. Looks like they're going to mark him down.
They're going to mark him.
I'm not sure anyone knows what's going on here.
Two officials arguing on where to spot the ball right here. I'm not sure who's going to win it. I believe it was a first down. You get a lot of vocal Sheridan fans right in front of us speaking their mind.
Yeah, we have the Sheridan head coach in the huddle with the referees. I mean, come on, gentlemen, someone make a call here.
Someone needs to make a call. Conversation is still going on by the officials.
I don't have any idea what they could possibly be talking about. I mean,
one official has his foot on the ground like he spotted the ball, and he hasn't moved his foot yet. Now I'm not really sure what they're arguing about. They've officially decided on where to spot the ball. They're gonna bring it out to measure it. And it is. They got the first down by a nose. Make the call, official.
I mean, we have both sides.
First down, Bears! First down, Bears after a long conversation, way too long because that was a first down from the get-go. Either way, first down, Bears, brought to you by the Medicine Shop.
We finally get it sorted between the spot. Line judge getting an earful from the Sheridan head coach here, but I mean, he's lucky that it wasn't a touchdown.
Tyner takes the snap, Hands it off to Harris up the middle, who gets hit at the line of scrimmage and mows over a couple of the defenders and falls forward for a decent 4-yard gain on that play.
All right, so finally a long ref conversation goes the way of the Bears. We're off and running here. I think that's their first down in the second half. Their first down of the second half. And, man, they had to work for it, but they got it.
Tyner takes the snap, pitches it back to Cleo Penn on the right side. Cleo Penn cuts it up the right side all the way to the 30, all the way to the 40, still breaking tackles all the way up to the 30-yard line, 35. Finally gets taken down at about the 25-yard line right there. That was just a great run by Cleo Penn. He cuts it up, and all of a sudden he just turns on the jets.
Yeah, I mean, once he gets north and south, man, he's quick. And you know about the speed, but he showed a little strength and power on the end of that one, not going down, bouncing off a couple wimpy tacklers to pick up some extra yardage on that one. He kept the legs moving.
He got hit hard at the 35 and somehow managed to get 10 yards after contact. Hands it off up the middle. Breaking tackles is Dylan Harris. Dylan Harris gets all the way up to about the 15-yard line on a 10-yard gain, and that's going to be another Medicine Shop first down for the Bears.
Man, you know this offense is clicking when you can just run the dive play for 10 yards. That's really going to put stress on a defense, because they're concerned about that dive play ripping them for 10 yards, and then you pull it, pitch it out to a Cleo Penn, Joseph Thompson, and you're out to the races.
Tyner takes the snap, hands it off to Harris again up the middle, who goes forward, falls forward for about a 9-yard gain right there, it looks like. These backs are really just running with a purpose right now. I think after that conversation that the officials had for so long, I think it maybe put a little fire under this offense, and they are definitely running with a purpose. Second and 1 now. Ball at the 7-yard line. Tyner under center. Tyner takes a snap, keeps it himself on the right side. Gets hit at about the line of scrimmage, falls forward for about a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up 1st and goal now for the Bears, and that first down's brought to you by the Medicine Shop. 1st and goal, ball at about the 5-yard line. Ball at about the 4-yard line. 4 yards to go until you hit pay dirt. 7 minutes and 40 seconds left. Let's see what this Bears offense can do.
1st and goal from the 4. You got to punch this one in for a touchdown.
Tyner takes the snap, hands it off up the middle. Still breaking tackles. Trying to get an extra push right there. And it's going to be a touchdown, Bears. Dylan Harris finally gets in after just carrying defenders all the way.
That's going to be 4 touchdowns on the night for Mr. Harris.
4 touchdowns on the night for Dylan Harris. That touchdown is brought to you by Dio Vanucci with Cornerstone Home Lending. Dylan Harris is just putting on a display tonight. Defensive side of the ball, offensive side of the ball, the man can do everything.
The all-important PAT here.
The PAT is up, and it is good, and that's going to make our score 28-21 Bears with 7 minutes and 23 seconds left to go in this fourth quarter. We got a tight one here, folks, and Dylan Harris is trying to put on a show for everyone that is tuned in and here tonight for the homecoming ceremony.
Man, what a drive right there from the Bears. You pick up the first down, your first down of the second half by, couldn't have been more than an inch. And a couple plays later, Cleo Penn gets loose for a nice gain, and then finally Dylan Harris is able to punch it in for his 4th touchdown of the night. You heard that right. Not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 touchdowns on the night for Dylan Harris. And not to mention some incredible play on the defensive side of the ball from Mr. Harris as well.
He's putting up some Darren McFadden numbers tonight, if I'd say so. He is really running the ball with purpose, and man, he just has a nose for that end zone. Whenever he gets the ball, he's looking for the end zone. It doesn't matter how far away from the end zone he is. He's looking for that end zone. Gonzalez on for the kickoff, kicks it away. He's going deep, and it's going to be taken at the 1-yard line. Yellow Jackets take it out, running it up the middle. Gets taken down. Good tackle there by Chris Davis. Chris Davis with a good open field tackle for that kicking coverage right there. And that's where and now the Yellow Jackets will be starting their drive at about the 29-yard line.
All right, if you're the Bears defense, pretty much the only success Sheridan has had on offense outside of the trick play has been the quarterback run. You've got to do what you can to contain Mr. Ashley here and get this ball back to your offense with a one-score lead as this clock ticks down here in the fourth quarter.
Every time Ashley is running the ball, he's faking a pass, which is making this defensive line shoot upfield and try to make a sack. So they need to stay home and be aware. Unfortunately,
that's going to be a false start, I think.
False start on the Yellow Jackets here, and that's going to push them back 5 yards. Already a good start for the Bears on as the Yellow Jackets take over here with 7 minutes and 17 seconds left in this fourth quarter. They're going to be pushed back at about a first and 15. So if you're the Bears, you need to capitalize. The Yellow Jackets just made a mistake, and you really need to capitalize right here.
Yeah, good opportunity for the defense to get off the field. You got them behind the sticks before they even run a play.
Ashley takes the snap, keeps it himself on the left side, and he's met at the line of scrimmage. Jaden Foster with a good tackle right there. Ashley gets about a 3-yard gain right there. It's going to be 2nd and 12.
This defense is doing a great job tonight flying to the football, multiple hats on the football, not leaving it up to one guy to make the tackle. They're flying around.
Ashley takes the snap, fakes the handoff, looking to pass it over the middle. It's caught by number 30, who gets all the way up to about the 44-yard line. That was a good pitch and catch from by the Yellow Jackets, and that's going to bring up a medicine shot first down for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, nice play right there from the quarterback and the receiver. We really haven't seen a ton of that tonight. Just the quick slant, quick passing game, but looked pretty good on that play, and that's going to give the Yellow Jackets a first down as they move closer to Bear territory.
Ashley takes the snap, keeps himself on the left side, gets tripped up at the line of scrimmage and falls forward for about a 3-yard gain. 3-yard gain there. Now it's going to be 2nd and 7. Ball at about the 48-yard line. Bears seem like they're expecting passes. They only have 3 down linemen. Ashley keeps it himself on the right side, pitches it back and breaks a couple tackles behind the line of scrimmage. Ball's on the ground, though. Ball's on the ground. It looks like the Yellow Jackets are going to continue keep possession after they fall on it, and that's going to be a medicine shot first down for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, the Yellow Jackets get fortunate on that one. He puts it on the ground, but it bounces right back to him. Going to give them another fresh set of downs here. Yeah, that ball just bounces right back to him. Just a lucky break there for the Yellow Jackets.
Ashley takes the snap, keeps it himself up the middle, and he falls down after about a 4-yard gain on that play. 4-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 2nd and 6 now for the Yellow Jackets. Ashley takes a snap, passes it left for a bubble screen. Bubble screen's read pretty nicely, but he breaks a tackle, gets about 2 yards past the line of scrimmage. 2-yard gain on that play, 3-yard gain on that play, and that's going to bring up a third and about 2. 3rd and 2 now. Bears defense looking to make a stop right here.
See if the Bears can't create a negative play and push Sheridan back here, put them in a 4th and long scenario. And look to get off the field here and get your offense the ball back as we come up on 4 minutes left to play here.
Ashley takes the snap, hands it off up the middle to the running back. Running back gets enough for the first down yards and about 5 more after that. And that's going to be a medicine shot first down for the Yellow Jackets.
Yellow Jackets are putting together a pretty nice drive here. It's been the Ashley show, Jared Ashley show, just quarterback power, after quarterback power, and he's looked very good here tonight running the football. This Bears defense is going to have to bow their neck here in the red zone and come up with a stop.
Actually takes the snap, rolling right for what looks like a pass. He's going to go ahead and keep it himself, though, and he gets hit hard. I'm not sure if he made it back to the line of scrimmage or not right there. He got he got about a yard on that play. 1 yard gain on that play, and that's going to bring up a 2nd and 9. That's a good job by the Bears defense. You know,
we're going to get a late flag on the play. We'll see what this call is.
The Yellow Jacket sidelines are clapping, so I'm guessing it's going to be on the Bears. Not really sure what it's going to be on, though.
Another long conference here from the referees. Going to be unsportsmanlike conduct against the Bears.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Bears, and that's just a dagger for this Bears defense, who made a good stop on that play. Either way, that's going to bring up a Medicine Shop first down for the Yellow Jackets now, as the ball is going to be placed at the 12-yard line.
Yeah, I didn't see what what they called on that one, but the Yellow Jacket sideline was upset about something, and they are granted their flag for whatever the infraction was. Nonetheless, it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets at the Bear 12-yard line.
Actually takes the snap, keeps it himself on the right side, and he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage for about a 2-yard loss on that play. 2-yard loss on that play by the Bears, and that was just a great tackle on Ashley, who has been able to break a couple of tackles. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 12 now. That's exactly what you needed.
Yeah, it's a huge play right there from this Bears defense. Just, again, flying to the football and making tackles in the backfield.
That was just a great tackle by Overton right there. Ashley takes the snap, hands it off to Shoemate on the left side, who has some room, and he's going to be in for a touchdown. Shoemate scores for the Yellow Jackets right there. That touchdown is brought to you by Dio Benucci with Cornerstone Home Lending. They're going to score and try to kick a PAT right here to tie the ball game up.
Sheridan's going to call a timeout.
Sheridan calls a timeout. They're about to have a conference on whether or not they want to kick a PAT or go for 2. They've already missed 1 PAT tonight, so I think that might be weighing on their minds a little bit. Also, if they go for 2 and they get it right here and they get a stop on defense, then they will win this ball game. So the Sheridan Yellow Jacket head coach has a big decision to make here, and if I'm Chris Hill, whether they're going for the PAT or not, I would be in PAT safe just in case they try to run a fake.
They are going to bring the kicking unit on. At least line up to kick a extra point.
The PAT's up, and it's blocked! Sylvan Hills blocks the kick! Sylvan Hills blocks the kick, and that's going to leave them with a 1-point lead. Bears lead at 28-27 with 2 minutes and 31 seconds left to go after a huge play on special teams. That is just massive in a close game like this.
What a play right there from the field goal block team. Looked like it came right through the middle, the pressure to get the block. The Yellow Jackets sideline is stunned. I believe the Bears are going to need to pick up 1 first down here to close this game out. Sheridan does have 1 timeout left. But nonetheless, the Bears are in a great spot with 2 minutes and 31 seconds left in this football game. And Sheridan's set to kick off. Now, obviously, you've got to watch out for this onside kick and make sure we're sure-handed here on the receiving end of this kickoff.
Definitely send the hands team out here because they will most likely be attempting an onside kick or some type of squib, some type of trick kickoff right here. Kickoff is away. It's going to be a false start on the kickoff for the Yellow Jackets. It was going to be an attempted onside kick right there, but with a false start, with that false start, that's going to move them back 5 yards, and they will be kicking off from the 45-yard line now. Well, that's good for the Bears. They saw what they were about to attempt right there, and it was a good. And I'm not sure if the Bears were going to be able to hold on to that ball right there. I'm pretty sure it bounced off one of the Bears' hands team's members at the far side of the field. Onside kick. Rolls out of bounds, and the Bears are going to take over at about the, I believe they'll take over right where the ball went out at about the 50-yard line right there.
Yeah, I believe they'll get 5 yards added onto that. And again, I think the Bears are going to need one first down to ice this one away, as the Yellow Jackets do have a timeout. But again, Bears set up to pick up that first win here.
Bears are positioned to get this first win, but like Dylan said, the Yellow Jackets have one timeout, and I believe they will have to get at least one first down here to really ice this ball game. Two minutes, 31 seconds left to go. Bears are going to start this drive at about the 44-yard line. Tyner takes a snap, hands it off up the middle. Gets about the line of scrimmage, falls forward for about a 3-yard gain right there. Dylan Harris with about a 2-yard gain. That's going to bring up 2nd and 8 for the Bears. Still no timeout from the Yellow Jackets head coach. Tyner takes a snap, hands it off to Harris up the middle, who breaks tackles all the way up to about the, still going, all the way up to about the 32-yard line, and that's going to be a first down for the Bears. That's going to move those chains and put them in good field position and still eat some more of this clock up.
That should do it here on the night for the Bears. Pending any disaster here, they're going to pick up their first win and move to 1-4 on the season.
Want to remind you guys to tune into our post-game show where we will be announcing our MVP of the game and closing out some of our other PCSSD scores around the state. Tyner takes the snap, hands it off to Harris up the middle once again, who falls forward for about a 5-yard gain right there. A minute left to go in this ball game. 2nd and 5 now, and the Yellow Jackets elect to take a timeout. Yellow Jackets burn their final timeout here.
And we've got a timeout, Sheridan. That is their last timeout of the second half.
No more timeouts for the Yellow Jackets. When this offense comes back out on the field, there's going to be a 25-second play clock, and I'm assuming they're going to run that out.
The clock will start on the snap. So you'll snap. Play will be down with about a minute, 50, maybe 58 seconds left on the clock. Reset to a 40-second play clock, and you'll just need one more snap, and that'll be all she wrote.
I want to thank you guys for tuning in tonight for this broadcast. Go ahead and give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed it. We'd really appreciate it.
Bears do come out in what looks like victory formation here.
Tyner takes the snap, goes ahead and takes a knee. Takes a knee. 57 seconds left to go on this clock. As the clock is at 36. So they are going to have to run that play one more time, and that will close out the ball game.
The best play in football, the victory formation, snap it, take a knee, walk out of here on homecoming night with your first win of the season. 1-4. Again, setting up with a chance to string together some wins here in the back half of the season. It's a great effort here tonight from the Sylvan Hills Bears.
Tyner takes a snap and then takes a knee, and that's going to do it for this ball game here as the clock is winding down. The Sylvan Hills sideline erupts as they have put on a show for this homecoming crowd tonight, and I'm just excited that I was here to call it. Just a great game by both sides. There was an amazing game called. But that's going to do it for our ball game tonight. Stay tuned for our post-game show when we will announce our player of the game.
Outside zone, and King Freeman makes a cut. Good block by Chase Nichols out there, and King Freeman cuts it back. And King Freeman is running free, and he's at the 20, at the 10, at the 5. Touchdown, King Noah Freeman.
12, and they run read option again. And he fumbles the ball. The Mills pick up the fumble. And man, oh man, we have a game. I told you he would get stripped, and he did get.
A little outside zone, and King Freeman makes a cut. Good block by Chase Nichols out there, and King Freeman cuts it back. And King Freeman is running free, and he's at the 20, at the 10, at the 5. Touchdown, King Noah Freeman.
12, and they run read option again. And he fumbles the ball. The Mills pick up the fumble. And man, oh man, we have a game. I told you he would get stripped, and he did get stripped.
Barham barking out the signals. He gets the snap. He wants to throw. He's going to go deep for Amari. Amari back there fighting for it. And Amari Rogers came down with that. What a catch by Amari Rogers.
Rips with that sniffer to the left. Just going to run it with Noah Freeman. Noah Freeman does have some blockers, and he does have some space. Is Noah Freeman going to take it here? Noah Freeman looks like he might take it to the house at the end of halftime. There were 3 seconds left, and Noah Freeman said 3 seconds is all I need.
They're going to look to left as they roll that way. Pressure coming. Perkins in deep trouble. Finally lets loose. Picked off by Evan Williams. 15, 20, 25, 30. Break the tackle. 40 to the 50. He's got open field. 40 to the 30 to the 20 to the 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Touchdown.
Tyner under center. Takes the snap. Looking to pass. Launches it over the middle. And it is caught.
Those quick screens can go the distance with these wide receivers that we have. Rigo drops back, looks right. He throws the ball deep to Jabray. Does Jabray make a play? Jabray jumps up, snags on top of the helmet, still farms another defender, leaves them both on the ground, turns around and backpedals in the end zone.
Coming back out in doubles. With Quentin Murphy at quarterback. Noah Freeman to his left. Brandon Grill's going to go in motion to your left. Pump fake. We got a little wheel route. Is he going to run underneath it? Oh, you see, oh my. We have a diving catch for a touchdown.
It's good. Archer again to throw. Good block from Hobbs. He's going to go up top to Carnes. What a one-handed catch! Oh my God! Wow. Carnes reached out with a one-handed catch. Oh.
There's the snap. Kickers on the play and block. And Connor pick it up. Connor pick it up. They're going to go the distance. They're going to go the distance. That is Jade Henderson. He goes the distance. Connor won the football game. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Are you kidding me? Woo! Are you kidding me? Oh.
Welcome back, Bears fans. Okay. Welcome back, Bears fans, to our post-game show. Want to go ahead and give some updates on our other PCSSD network broadcasts. We got Mills up 22-0 over Maumelle with 3 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Mills is running away with that one, which is unfortunate. I expected maybe a little bit of a better ball game, but good job for Mills as they look to stay undefeated on the season. Robinson finished the game 42-3 over Valonia with another mercy rule, as I'm pretty sure they've mercy ruled the last 3 weeks of the season. And then let's update you on some of our other games to watch, our Natural State sports games to watch around the state. Starting with Catholic and West Memphis. Catholic is up 30-16 on West Memphis in the fourth quarter. And Catholic is looking to stay undefeated on the season. I want to go ahead and promote some of our other PCSSD broadcasts, though. If you'd like to tune over to that Maumelle Mills game that's still going on, you can look at the Mills Sports Network on YouTube, or you can go to Maumelle Sports Network on YouTube as well. Go ahead and give both those broadcasts a thumb and hit that subscribe button if you don't mind, and we would really appreciate it. The Joe T game is over, but if next week if you'd like to tune into that broadcast, go ahead and go to the Joe T Robinson Sports Network on YouTube and give them a like and hit that subscribe button as well. Want to thank you guys for tuning in tonight. Want to go ahead and thank our crew. Thank our crew for bringing all this action. From up top of the press box tonight was Valerie Haley, and on your field cam tonight is Patrick Haley. On production, we had Will Watkins, and of course, my broadcast partner, Dylan Davis, and myself, Jay Call. That's going to do it for tonight's broadcast. Thank you for joining us for Bears Football on PCSSD Sports Network, brought to you by Natural State Sports. If you aren't already, please subscribe to each of our schools' network channels on YouTube and give this broadcast a thumbs up. But before we go, want to go ahead and give our player of the game, our MVP. It was Dylan Harris, who carried the ball 19 times for 116 yards and 4 touchdowns, and just made a whole lot of plays on the defensive side of the ball as well. We want to go ahead and give a shout out to our sponsors, the Medicine Shop of North Little Rock, Dio Vanucci with Cornerstone Home Lending, and Akel's Carpet One Floor and Home. Thank you guys for joining our broadcast tonight. Hope to see you there next week as we take on Jacksonville. Thank you guys for joining us.